Okay, so
All
we
right.
were making too much success.
All right. This is like round two.
Yeah,
All right.
that's hilarious. Flash actress Candice Patton claims that CW prohibits her from showing midriff. What are we back in Gilligan's time? Hello, Drake. Welcome back.
All right. Let's do this. All right. Let me just tweet this out, and then I can get to drawing.
Oh, listen to this. Bruce Campbell officially retires from playing Ash in the Evil Dead franchise. I physically can't do him anymore. That's a shame. Kick Dinale. This Dale. Hill George Peter Gatz's pal, or is it bow? Bow.
All right. I
So,
got the stream going. I got okay. You're in control. Just keep the highlights going. All right.
yes,
We're going to be more polished this time. Okay, more polished. All right. Um.
yes, it was frankly unpolished.
We're going to be
Oh,
more.
cool. Where did he meet him at, Drake? Do, 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 do.
I got to do a thumbnail for this stream too. For crying out loud.
Robert Shepard says, "Lol, I went to high school with Bruce."
No. No way. That's freaking awesome. What high school? I'm joking. I'm joking. All right.
Lenar from Tool 2. It was a horror convention. I got his autograph from Drake.
That's cool.
Yes, from Birmingham Groves.
All right.
Autograph.
All
Well,
right.
it would have been cool if you got his autobiography as well. Here, kid, have my signature and my autobiography.
All right. Talk about the news. Find something in the news.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Bruce Campbell is retiring from playing Ash.
Okay. Did you highlight everything from the beginning?
Yes.
Oh, you
So,
did. Okay, good. Because I wasn't looking. I was trying to get my pen to work again.
yes.
All right. Good.
Good.
All right. Here we go. Once more with feeling. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, what else is in the news?
Let me see. Also, Sam Raimi's, yes, because they all went to school together. That's how he was able to make his first Evil Dead film. A lot of those people were from the same school, same location. I actually did get one of his books. It wasn't a true autobiography, though. This is from Drake, recounting his encounter with Bruce Campbell.
Wait, the guy has a whole autobiography with an encounter with Bruce Campbell. I mean, that must have been some autobiography.
Yeah, he was like there. It's like you're a part of my story now. Can you imagine movie being like, I'm in Bruce Campbell's autobiography?
All right, let's. All right, copy, and I'm gonna paste the
Yeah.
StreamYard's link into the chat, and then pin it, and then let's go from there.
All
Keep
right.
keep keep always keep one message highlighted. and on only one guest at a time.
Okay.
And keep your finger on the remove button just in case they are a dick pic. And the book I got was Make Love the Bruce Campbell. Oh yeah, oh, I got a Campbell book too. I uh, uh, but the guy draws a lot. He doesn't know what to do other than draw. That's Scott Campbell.
Yeah. So here's what's on the news. Stellan Skarsgård, who plays the Baron Harkonnen in the recent Dune
Or
film,
the or the sci- or the old scientist in Thor.
yes, the old scientist in Thor. And then he also played like the journalist and the girl with the dragon tattoo as well.
Not a clue. I've never watched that movie.
Anyways, was asked to for his take on criticism of a superhero movies by directors such as Martin Scorsese's and Ridley Scott. And this is from Bounty into Comics. The actor responded, "I got nothing against superhero movies. I've been in a couple, and they definitely have a place. The problem is that the system allows 8 people to own half the wealth in the world, embraces the power of the market forces. So small and independent cinema rarely exists anymore outside of a few big cities. There's no distribution channel for mid-budget films that has the best actor, the best writing, because they can't throw up 3 million for a marketing campaign. When the cinema lets them in, they do so for 1 week, and if it doesn't pay off in a week, they're gone."
Well, you know what? I hear
Mm-hmm.
what he's. I understand exactly what he's saying, and
Mm-hmm.
I understand the logistics of it.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a way to bypass that system. But the thing is, you have to go to the core of the problem, and that's the majority of the cinemas, including the hello Drake, hello Robert, hello BA, hello who else? Who else is in the chat? Smug Pug or Pug Smug. Is that the real Pug Smug?
We'll find out. You're on the air, sir.
Oh, I know who it is. It's line art. He's doing a munching. He's eating something.
Okay.
All right, all right. Detective Smug, Robert Chipper. All right, kick him, or not kick him, boot him, not boot him. Remove him. Remove him. Remove him. Remove him. Okay, there you go. Got to be quicker. What was I?
You were talking about core of the problem, sir.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sony
Mm-hmm.
puts their movie camera system, their digital movie camera system, in practically every movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to play a movie, you have to pay royalties to Sony.
Yes.
So, but you can actually get a very good movie projector. It's the light bulbs that cost the money. It's not the projector itself; it's the light bulbs. But you can get a really good movie projector for the smaller cinemas from was it Best Buy and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and just get the file off the internet. Get the file emailed to you by some sort of large Dropbox account.
Which they usually do. Actually, they send you a. They actually sense digital files now, and that's why they use Sony stuff because um, it's all digital now.
Yeah, and then all you do is just
Proprietary.
play the file.
Play the file.
Yeah, but you can't run it on a Sony system. See the thing is the Sony camera system
Mm-hmm.
has audio encoding, and it goes to a proprietary sound system.
Right. Which
And
is why most projectors are using the Sony stuff because of that.
yeah, and that's how they stranglehold the market.
right. And Drake wrote Sam Raimi has the Oldsmobile. He had one of the same model year when I was a kid, so I totally dig the Sam Raimi Oldsmobile. He was also this Oldsmobile was also Ash's car in Evil Dead, and he was his Uncle Ben's car in the Tobey Maguire version.
You know what? You know what? Let me stop sharing, and then I'll just move switch my camera over to the screen,
Okay.
so that way you can actually share video share video if you want, and it won't have to be me kind of thing.
It's a you kind of thing. Well, we came for the draw. We just stayed for the fun loss.
All right, so
Um,
now I have to now I have to fix my my focus for crying out loud.
your focus. Focus, George. Focus.
Jeez, I gotta
You
my
know, well, what's going to be interesting is it's going to be this Friday night at 11. We're going to be doing the Green Hornet, right?
you know,
So it's going to be the 25th, and then next week will be the 26th, the season finale for the serial. And then we'll be redoing the first 6 episodes, and then we'll be cleaning it up some more. Drake came for the draw, stay for the jack jokes. Oh, we have a million of them.
okay, I'm almost finished fixing my camera because professional.
Professional here. This is a tight ship.
Kind of loud. It's maybe if I reposition the camera,
Mm-hmm.
no, that won't work. Okay, let's just work with this. Oh, wait, let's see if I can see the whole picture. Oh, wait a minute.
This is, this is isn't gonna end well.
Oh, geez, I know why my computer's slowing down.
Why?
Oh, I got different browsers for different things
Uh huh.
open. Like I got the news browser, I got the YouTube browser, I got the email browser. Give me a sec. I gotta quit all the browsers.
Quit it like a bad habit.
Ah, jeez. Now I know why my computer's been slowing down. Ah, jeez. When I do a StreamYards like this,
Yeah.
I quit everything and have only the StreamYard going plus the film or plus the what do you call this, the drawing.
Drawing.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's working. It's it's working.
It's working.
Oh, by the way, I recommend this to everybody. Do not have one browser checking your email, doing YouTube, going to Instagram or Twitter, going to your banking, whatever. Have multiple browsers taking care of different things. So if you have one browser just for your banking, one browser for your Netflix, one browser for doing StreamYards, one browser
Hmm.
for doing YouTube, one browser doing Twitter, and so forth. You can get uh, I don't know, I don't know, maybe was it 15, 20 different browsers out there, and that way, you know, the how
Hmm.
whatever you do, because the cache system and all that stuff, whatever you do, it gets copied to the other browser or to the others. Say you do something on Twitter and you have Facebook, you're also logged into Facebook. Facebook will be actually watching what you're doing on Twitter, and Twitter will be watching what you're doing on Facebook. Uh, you know, that's the kind of thing. It's great. Okay. There you go. Now you can see the whole thing. Okay, make me bigger.
Make you bigger.
Um, uh, Not solo layouts. There's got to be another layout. And the next button over.
Like this. No.
Yeah. No, that's right. That's right. Now flip the click on the center of your screen and then drag it into my screen. There you go.
All right. There you go.
Okay.
I'll just be itty bitty over here.
That works. Okay, where were we?
I thought you left me. No, we didn't, Maria. We just had a little snafu.
Yeah. Dinale ended the show. Just tell the
Yes.
truth.
Yes. I ended the show.
Who was the guest that we had on? Oh,
The,
jeez.
the Scourge or something.
Yeah. I hope he comes back. I want to hear his dad joke.
I don't think it was a dad joke. I think it was a dirty joke.
Oh, dirty joke. Right. It was a dirty joke.
It was going to be a dirty time.
You need it sanitized.
Huh. Let's see.
All right.
Keep Go ahead. Keep drawing.
All right. An archaeology joke, maybe.
Go ahead.
My son was excited about our Catholic Church's archaeology class, but all he saw was a bunch of old bones.
Well, I would say shoot me, but you're not Alex Baldwin.
Okay, how about this one? I studied archaeology. Now my life is in ruins.
Oh, okay, that one's a little bit better.
What's the difference between archaeology and grave robbery?
One calls you a doctor, and the other one don't.
No, about 200 years. Want to know? No, I can't make that. It won't make into a joke.
Someone wants me to ask you what you call a fake noodle.
What do you call a fake noodle?
I don't know. I'm waiting for the punchline as well.
Oh yeah, okay. It's in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all waiting for that. Oh, you know, if someone has a dad joke in the chat, type out the dad joke, the introduction of the joke, and then
Mm-hmm.
do like 3 or 4 dashes, and then put in the punchline. Oh, impasta. That's not bad. Not bad.
Impasta.
Yeah, he's the impasta.
That's good. That's good.
And we got 13 people. 13 people watching us.
Silly joke. How do you follow Will Smith in the snow? Maria, how do you follow Will Smith in the snow?
I know this one. No, I don't. I don't remember. I heard. Jeez, did I?
You heard it.
I think I heard it. In fact, I thought I said it. But it's not coming to me. Fresh Prince. Yes, that's it.
You followed the Fresh Prince. We're all here. We all flow down. Let's see. Okay, so from the Hollywood Reporter, Rush shooting. New search warrant shed lights on how alleged live ammo may have ended up on set.
Share screen. Oh, okay. You're reading the Hollywood Reporter. Okay, yeah, continue.
Yeah. Since you're, drawing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
A search warrant affidavit filed Tuesday for a prop shop shed light on how an alleged live ammunition ended up on the set of Rust, where cinematographer was killed in October. In the affidavit, a Santa Fe County Sheriff Department detective wrote that she was informed by the Russ armorer that the ammo for the Western production was purchased from Seth Kenny of the PDQ Arm and Props Limited. In a separate interview, Dale Reeds, a longtime Hollywood armorer and father of Gutierrez Reed, informed the detective he worked on with Kennedy in August and September on a separate film project. On that production, there was training for live fire with the actors on a shooting range. According to the affidavit,
Hey, Dinale. Hey, George. Happy birthday.
Ah, gee, thanks a lot, man. That's beautiful. How are you?
I'm doing well. How you guys doing?
Yeah, trying to get this sharing thing going.
This whole YouTube thing?
Yeah,
Good luck, George. It's tough, man.
I know. It's like I'm sitting here going like, and then there's a new feature and all that stuff. Blah 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. I like your movie shows, your little movie streams, man. They're fun. I appreciate them.
Why aren't you on the channel coming coming to us and just roasting it?
Because I'm one of those guys who don't talk during movies.
You
So it's
don't?
not like it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Like I usually just sit there and appreciate the movie and don't point out the flaws. So like it's funny hearing you guys talk about it. How you doing,
Uh,
chat?
wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is there a particular movie that you liked more than the others?
Oh, I gotta say the flying turtle's pretty badass, bro.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm all right.
yeah. My brain shut off because the moment that kaiju shot darts out of his horns, shot a laser up from his forehead, he was able to fly and was telekinetic. I mean, at that point, I'm going like, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just my brain just shut down and go like, this is ridiculous. This is beyond
In the middle,
ridiculous.
in the middle of it, you also had the Fantastic Voyage, the
Yes.
Japanese version.
Oh yeah, the
Yes.
Jap. Oh yeah, that. Oh jeez, and it's like I'm going. I got nothing. I don't even know how to roast this. This is just beyond
Yes. I'll
roasting.
be interested in your next Japanese monster film. That'd be funny. I think it's gonna be great.
Oh yeah. Well, we wanted to break from doing another Japanese monster film, and this week is the actor who plays Jaws in the James Bond movie.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like the act like the shark.
Not no.
Like George, are
No,
you messing with me right now? The actor that played the shark?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's gonna be dressed up as a shark. Here,
yeah,
I'm Steven Spielberg,
yeah,
Jaws.
yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yes. I remember Jaws. He
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did a movie where he was a caveman.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna be playing that movie.
Is it a comedy?
I have no idea. All I know is that when I found it, I ran it through YouTube because I wanted to make it sure it's all clear. There was a few problems. I went through the rigorous process of making sure everything's good, and then once I got the green lights, we're ready to go. I haven't watched it. I've never seen it before. I've never heard of this movie before.
Well, it's got to be in color though, right?
It's in color. It's in
Oh,
color.
all right. All right. I remember this old caveman movie. Oh man, where these two cavemen were fighting over this giant egg,
Uh,
and it ended up rolling down a hill, I think, and landing in like a one of those things that shoots steam out of the ground. Those, I don't know like
Geyser.
Yellowstone has yeah geyser,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it makes like a hard boiled egg or something like that, and they all are stoked. It's this huge hard boiled egg. The cavemen are like, yeah. So I hope it's that
Egag,
movie. I'll be stoked.
egag.
I have no idea.
Well, the
What's the name?
type egag.
EGAG. Yeah, EGAG. Yeah. No, I have no idea. I haven't watched this movie. All I did was I just went through the technical process to make sure it's gonna work for us on Saturday, and I'll be watching the movie for the first time, right along with everybody in the chat in the
And
panel.
which one has been your favorite so far, George?
Um, Ghost in the Invisible Bikini. I mean, that was literally Scooby Doo. That was a Scooby Doo movie without the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That totally blew my mind. It blew RJ's mind, blew everybody on the panel's mind. We're all going like, "Yeah, man, this is a Scooby Doo movie."
And
The color,
Denali?
the color
Which
palette,
which one's
everything.
Denali's favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
You can tell Denali's never been asked a question. You know.
Yeah, I know. I'm usually not the interviewee. I'm the interviewer. But no, I would have to say. Let me see. It would have to be things. What was the first one? The H.G. Wells.
Oh, things to come.
Things to come. There you go.
Oh wow.
Yeah. The last third of the movie was basically
Blew us away.
Krypton.
Yeah, literally Krypton. From the
Yeah,
costume, from the technology, it was all Krypton.
the way of life, everything. It was Krypton.
The only difference was that it was Earth and not Krypton.
Another planet. Yeah.
And here's the interesting part. We know for a fact that this was inspirational to the creators of Superman because this was made in 1935.
Yeah, that's the interesting about your movies, dude. We kind of see like, oh, so there aren't any new ideas in Hollywood.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah. You know, like what the whole satanic ritual, and she was, copy and paste. And what's that movie called? Temple of Doom.
Yeah, I remember she did.
Hey,
That movie, it made no sense, bro.
Dinale, keep up with the chat. You know, you got there's Richard.
Yeah. That's me typing the name of the actor.
Oh, okay.
Avi Gag.
Oh, really? You actually typed it in? It comes under my name? Wow.
Yes.
Jeez, I gave you more power than I expected.
You gave me unlimited power.
Jeez. All right. All right. Yeah. Where were we? Sorry, I got distracted because
No, unlimited power is a great thing to start on. That's a great topic. What would you do with unlimited power? Would you be an evil guy or would you be a nice guy? Ding, ding, ding.
I would be a guy who could tell dad jokes at nauseum. Like Maria, I only know 25 letters of the alphabet.
So wait, you'd be George?
There you go.
If I had unlimited power, I would build myself a vacation home on the dark side of the moon.
Everyone. George gave me unlimited powers, and I was abusing it. James.
Oh, dude. Speaking of Dark Side of the Moon, I'm looking at this new watch, and it's got this moon phase on it, and it's got the moon on it. The actual picture of the moon, and at night, it glows pretty cool. And the moon's an interesting thing, George. It's interesting.
So what you're saying is this watch.
So
what you're saying is this watch moons you as often as it can.
Yes. Yeah.
There you go. Just
if I was a werewolf, it would save my life. It has that good of a moon phase on it, bro. Okay.
Yeah. So you look at your watch, and go, time for me to be a werewolf. Got to chain myself up.
Yeah. You know. If I was in a building somewhere, I didn't know if it was nighttime. I was watching a movie. You never know what time it is when you're watching a movie. You know, in those movie theaters. I was looking at my watch. Oh shit, dude! I better get it out before I eat everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe somebody's really pissing you off, and then you look at your watch and go, "Well, you won't like me when I'm angry."
So
give me 5 minutes.
You're confused. Like, so are you going to turn into the Hulk, or the werewolf? Sorry. Right. Well, give me a moment. Let me flip a coin.
Oh man. No. Okay. So I heard.
Go ahead.
I'm confused. Yeah. So people say that you can see, like, the stuff on the moon that when we landed on it, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard that? That you can see it, right?
Yeah.
Well, then I was just watching a YouTube short, and this guy he takes pictures of the moon and the universe. And he's all, "Dude, I got these badass telescopes, and this is the closest picture I can get." He's all, "Even with the best telescope, you couldn't even see the flag on the moon. It's too small."
Right.
And it's just like, well, if he can't see it, then how are everybody else seeing it?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm just saying.
No, that's
Strange
easy.
thing. This strange world, there, George. Strange world.
Well,
The other people got better telescopes than he does.
They got bigger telescopes than he does.
Yeah, exactly.
the moon orbiter saw it.
I don't know. That's crazy.
Well. Speaking of werewolf, I was watching the American Werewolf in London. They're saying, "How did the werewolf get in London, and why is it American?"
Well, you know, he went through customs and they said, you're here for how long, please? Grr, okay, you can go now.
No, no, I did hear that though. That the werewolf is an American idea. Am I wrong?
Yeah, because we made the Wolfman over here.
Yeah,
But it was never in like lore, like
No,
books in Europe at all. There was never a Wolfman in
Oh no,
books.
there was in Red Riding Hood, the wolf that ate grandma. To
Was a man, not an actual wolf.
it was a wolf. It wasn't a man.
yeah,
Oh,
but not a Wolfman.
Yeah.
That's what he's asking.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, that's right.
hey, James Hayes.
Yeah.
He's saying hi in the chat.
No. A werewolf is an American
Greetings, James.
creation, but it's based on some mythology, which is connected to the vampire, which is why vampire and werewolves are.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dracula changed into a wolf as well as a
Yes,
bat.
exactly.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the original novel, Dracula changed into a wolf as well as a bat.
Right.
And also a half bat, half man.
Okay. If you had a choice, werewolf or vampire, which one would you choose?
I'd say
Well,
I go with vampire.
Okay.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want like the victims haunting you in the daytime. You know, like the American werewolf's like, "Yo,
Well,
buddy."
wouldn't they be hunting you in the daytime while you're sleeping? If you're
No,
a
no,
vampire,
no.
instead of haunting you, they're hunting you.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna be hunted either way.
Yeah, but see, as a vampire, you don't have to wait 1 month, one day in the month to change.
Yeah.
That's true. And you know
Yeah.
what's crazy about werewolf is like, don't they go into like a blind rage so that they don't really remember what they did? Where a
Exactly.
vampire can kind of like control his surroundings, where a
Well,
werewolf is like, "Fuck, who did I eat last night?"
that blind rage is usually comes about because of the extreme changes to the body. That's it's very painful from man to
How do you
wolf.
know, George?
Oh,
Are you that Canadian?
Do you see every time?
He's West Canadian. He's West Canadian.
Yeah.
You know,
Most Canadians are half wolf, so
Yeah.
Look at all the werewolf movies when the guy changes from a man to a wolf. They're all screaming and yelling.
Oh, so Drake Tungsten confirmed. Yup, wolves and bats. Yep.
Yep.
Confirmed.
Oh, by the way, you know what? What's another American creation? The name Wendy. That was first used in Peter Pan.
Yep.
It never existed before that. That's another American creation.
Are you sure?
Yep. Wendy was the name of Wendy was first introduced in Peter Pan.
How awesome is that? You actually created a name that was so popular that it became a staple.
Dude, okay. So, for example, Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm.
It has so many layers to it. It's a just from the just from looking at it from the cover, it's a children's story.
By the way, we have 15 people watching. I mean, holy smokes!
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
That's why I jumped in. You know, I wouldn't jump in with a 3-person stream unit. Just saying.
Well, originally this was going to be just George and maybe a couple of people.
Okay, so go back to Peter Pan, George. Thanks for saying hi to the chat. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
You appreciate them. I gotta learn how to do that.
Hi, chat. I appreciate you. Yeah. See how easy was that?
I'm learning, George. It's slow.
So you were trying to say something about Peter
Okay, so
Pan?
Peter Pan. Okay, from just the cover,
Uh-huh.
it's a children's story. Like kids can just watch it and enjoy it because it's a lot of just I mean, from the when I watched a Disney movie and it was Peter Pan, it was awesome. And then you got these other stories underneath it that Peter is actually this like person that lives forever, and he's like a kid, but he's been a kid for his whole life, and like I don't know, and like he goes back and forth between these two worlds, and he kidnaps people. I don't know. It's this weird thing, and then he's Captain Hook and his own story and all these layers to Peter Pan, and like stories nowadays are just so hollow.
Yeah.
There's nothing behind them besides like just reading them, and you're like, "Huh,
Well,
that was
because
cool."
Well,
well,
hold on a second. Do you know why Peter Pan always flies?
See, there's another thing. No one. Okay,
No,
why does Peter Pan always fly?
because he never lands.
See what I mean? There's dad jokes to go with Peter Pan that George can line up like that. That's you asshole.
Hey, you brought
How
up
did
the
I
subject.
set George up for a dad joke, bro?
You brought it up.
you
How
just
did I
walked
do
into
that?
it. You just walked into it.
Like a clothesline, dude. Just I can feel it in my throat.
You got hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, you got hooked. You got hooked on that one, on that Peter Pan joke.
Yeah. So
Well, what I was going to say was because the people who are now writers didn't learn the craft from their senior writers, so they lost the ability to craft. Most of these writers are kids of the people who wrote this.
are they
stuff.
not paying attention to the school they go to? Like in the school, aren't they going through all this
Uh,
stuff we're talking about?
no,
Oh,
no.
it's like I can't imagine what school
Well,
is these days with
well,
all these
I mean,
crazy teachers.
you
Oh,
I mean, you're asking, college level schools to be saying, "Oh, we're actually going to teach you some useful knowledge."
not
In
just
a,
put you into debt.
yeah,
Oh, oh.
it's not like Tommy Boy where you can lounge around for 7 years and then inherit your dad's brake line.
And then Drake Tungsten in the chat. No, really, it's a metaphor. He never comes down to earth. Yeah,
Yeah,
he doesn't.
he's always his head's
That's what I
always in the
mean. Like it's a
clouds.
metaphor. Like oh my gosh, that's crazy. And then like you try to do that with a story that's
Well,
from 2019. You're just like, nah, it's pretty hollow.
and it's kind of tragic because he did base the hey PJ, he did base the kids
PJ.
um on real kids that he was working with, and the one who was his namesake Peter actually committed suicide by throwing himself into a train.
What?
Oh, I heard about that. There's
Yeah,
actually yeah.
That's crazy.
yeah. So
Wow, trains really stop a
well,
conversation.
I mean, it isn't the first time a train broke things
Derailed.
down, derailed things. Well, the same thing happened. I don't know what with British people and throwing themselves into trains because Christopher Robin did the same thing.
What?
What?
Yeah,
Hold on. Let's take a moment. Why? What?
yeah. Christopher Robin committed suicide.
What?
It makes
Yeah.
sense.
My childhood.
Bro, you want to hear us? Okay, we're getting to Christopher Robin. But dude, I had a first edition Winnie the Pooh book. I lost in a storage unit, bro. $85. I didn't pay my bill and I lost it. Oh, I can imagine that.
Mm,
But okay, Christopher Robin, dude. What's
yeah.
going on with Christopher Robin?
Well, no, he got tired of everybody calling him for Pooh Bear and everything, and it's like it's like this guy just wrote a book about my childhood. I'm not that Christopher Robin. Stop making merchandise of my toy bear, and basically became depressed and broke and committed suicide.
Oh, gee whiz.
Yeah,
Yeah, he wasn't dressed in the best outfits, right? He was always dressed in like oversized clothes, if I remember correctly.
yeah,
Like he
Oh
was a
my
poor kid.
God.
yeah. He's
Oh,
a
dude,
poor guy.
that's what I mean. So like kids look at Winnie the Pooh like, oh, look at this. We got a bear, stuffed animal, a tiger that bounces on his tail, a piglet that's awkward and small. You want to kick
I,
like with a football. I don't know why. And then you get this deep story of like, hey, Winnie the Pooh was an asshole, and Christopher Robin was the depressed kid who liked trains.
exactly.
Oh my God.
I could have said it better, George.
It was an end point of his life, derailing everybody.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to avoid dad jokes, okay, George?
He's a little gun shy now.
Yeah. If I say too much too fast without thinking, I'm gonna set myself up.
Yeah.
So these two popular characters committed suicide.
Yes.
What?
Jeez.
We got also Dennis the Menace had a bad life too.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a cartoon?
Yes. It was in the newspaper, and then it became so popular. It was a cartoon and a movie.
What
Yeah,
did the kid look like, dude?
yeah, you know why suicide jokes don't fly with most people?
Oh no.
Because they hang.
What's that to do with Dennis the Menace? Did he hang himself?
Well, it isn't a lynching
Why do I think like Dennis the Menace looks like the Hank Hill's kid, Bobby?
because they're both blonde.
Oh, they were both blonde. Okay, I was like, I
Yeah.
remember Dennis the Menace. I just don't remember what he looks like.
You know about suicide.
No,
That's
George.
your suicide is the last thing you'll ever do.
Oh boy.
I didn't walk into that one. Okay, George is off at his own thing, doing his own thing over there.
He's just trying to
I,
continue on.
I called a suicide hotline in Iraq. They got
Yeah.
excited and asked if I can drive a truck.
George,
Oh, sorry.
George,
They-
why?
He's in
Where are we
Canada.
going? The rabbit hole is just like, whoo, George.
Why did the chicken commit suicide?
Because he clucked himself.
Now to get to the other side.
Hey,
I started dating a suicide bomber.
how's it going?
That relationship blew up real quick.
I got no legs. I got no legs.
That was that was quite explosive there, George.
Yeah.
You could feel the burn.
Yeah. Jeez, George.
Where do suicide bombers go when they die?
Where
Ooh.
you-
Everywhere.
I forget about that kind of stuff. I'm like thinking of two places, but no, they wouldn't go. Like, where would they go?
So you know what's kind of funny about Dennis the Menace is that his the guy who created it is Hank Ketchum.
What?
What?
Hank Ketchum.
That's the guy who created. That's his name.
Yeah.
Hey, George. Uh, uh, that's an interesting name, Hank Ketchum.
Okay, is that one of those telephone names? Hi, can I get Mr. Pants, Mr. I come my pants?
No, it's actually his real name.
Okay,
Um,
all
he
right.
started business as an animator for Walter Laz, creator of Woodpecker, and then he worked at Disney, where he worked on Pinocchio, Fantasia, Bambi, as well as several Donald Duck shorts.
Uh-huh.
In World War II, he was a photographer specialist for the U.S. Navy Reserve,
Uh-huh.
and he created Mr. Hook during for the Navy.
Oh,
Okay,
jeez.
what? So wait, the guy who made Dennis Menace made Dennis Mr. Hook.
Mr. Hook, character Mr. Hook.
How's this all looping together?
And here's the thing about his life, which is why we were saying that Dennis had a bad life, is that his first wife, Alice, she died of a brain hemorrhage. And then his mom died when he was 12. And the second one moved with his son Dennis. So he based Dennis off of himself, his second wife, and his son.
Jeez. Yeah, that's pretty ruthless.
Yeah.
You know, you know what? Drake in the chat was saying that there's two versions of Dennis Menace. There's a UK version and a
Mhm.
US version, and I wonder if there's actually a third version that's Canadian.
Go on.
Possibly.
You know, like his shirt changes or something, just a slight change, or heck, if there's a Japanese version that's just completely doesn't even look the same.
Amanda Hug and Kiss. Yeah, Drake, stop doing the James Bond Bond girls' names. Ivana Top a lot.
So George,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about making a comic, 2 comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of comics are those?
It's a story about what's it called? It's not revenge, but like getting when a family someone kills when a mafia kills your family and then you have to go, oh, I got nothing else to do in my life, so I'm gonna go get my hit back. But it's not revenge. It's like,
That's revenge.
That's
well,
revenge.
it's
I
like
mean,
not well. I want to tell the story like not in revenge, but he has. I guess it is a revenge story. Now that
it
I
is
think about
revenge.
it, in the long run, it's a revenge story. So yeah, it's a
Exactly.
revenge. Yeah, it's a revenge story.
I mean, he's trying to avenge them.
There you go. Yeah, so it's a revenge story, not revenge. Thank you.
But it's
There
still
is a
revenge.
difference, right? There is a difference between revenge and avenge.
Well, there is a difference because he moves on from his avenging, supposedly. Revenge is all consuming, where you don't care if you die at the end.
Right.
Separate writers, yes. But Hank Ketchum is the actual original creator of Dennis the Menace. And after he passed, the second writer came up, which is in the UK. Anyways, continue on with your avenging story.
No, it's yeah. No, we'll call it a revenge story because he's pissed off and he doesn't care if he dies. So, yeah, it's a revenge story about
Wait a minute. What happens to a guy who can't avenge his family? He tries again and he does a revenge.
He works at Walmart.
Oh, he
Okay.
tries again and does a revenge.
Ooh, a revenge. I can call it that, the revenge. And people are like, what the fuck is a revenge? It's like not an avenge. It's not. And then, there's
Mr.
Avengers. Oh God,
Well,
Avengers. Well, there's multiple people.
well, it depends because you got the Avenger with Miss Emma Peel and John Steele,
Oh, okay.
and then you got the Avengers.
John Steed.
John Steed, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, too many news with a spy called Steele. That was on top of my mind. John Steed. Or you can go with Mr. Avenge Revenge.
No, I was actually just not thinking about actually titling the story, and just having the title of the comics like the title of a chapter.
Mm.
You know, because like I was thinking about like for example, Batman. Like he is all his comics just Batman? Like on the
Well,
front, it all says it's Batman.
well, his first one was Detective Comics. That was his original one, and then he got a second comic which was Batman, and then a third comic which was Batman and Robin.
And the character is not a superhero. He's just a normal dude who's avenging or revenging.
So you're making the Punisher. Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, a Punisher style comic. There you go. But not so. Yeah, I guess it is a Punisher. Yeah, it is. God dang it. Yeah, it's nothing new, but yes, you're right. I thought it was more like a Batman kind of thing, but you're right. It's more of a Punisher thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah. So yeah,
Batman's
yeah.
yeah,
I'm
because
making a Punisher comic, bro. There you go.
there you go. Yeah, because Batman doesn't have a focus for his revenge. He's
And
just
technic
yeah.
and
Go.
technically, I can make it fun, and make it a real comic book world where
Mhm.
I don't have to use human characters as side characters. Like I can use like a alien style blob character. I can introduce like goblins or like you know how that movie Bright. You guys ever see the movie Bright?
Is that a Will
Yeah.
Smith movie?
Yeah, with Will Smith. Well, they introduced like the fairy world with the normal world, but they did a modern take on it, where you can do something like that,
So
like
they
a
were
Bright world.
so they were trying just to do a low key shadow run.
I don't know what Shadowrun is.
It's basically a game system that deals with urban D&D.
Oh, okay, okay. So,
So
Sherry in the chat says hi again, George.
Hi,
welcome
sure.
back.
We have two women who appeared in the chat. You know,
We're now classy.
it's a classy stream.
Yes.
You know, I actually enjoyed Bright, even though it wasn't. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I wish there was more. I thought it was fun. The story was I thought was rushed, but I thought it was a fun concept.
Shadowrun is legendary. Yes, Drake. That's why I said it's a watered down. It got Netflix and you got Bright out of it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It once you start reading Shadowrun, you're gonna be like saying, yeah, they watered that down. They Netflix the heck out of it and call it Bright.
You know, that's an interesting thing. I feel like I'm missing a lot by not reading. Yeah, there's
No,
probably some good stories out there.
knowledge is power.
Yeah. Or what about just using other people's knowledge for their power? So I don't have to be the smart guy in the room. I'll just use the smartest people in the room. I'm just
Well,
saying.
no. See, if you're using the smartest people in the room for your advantage, that means you got to be smarter than they are. Because you know why? Because they would say, "Oh, wait a minute, this guy's just using me for my brains."
Well,
So I
are
so
they
I can
smarter or just more clever?
You got to be more clever than they are.
yeah,
Yeah, like because
because if they're smarter and clever than you, then you're just a
you're
puppet.
fucked. Yeah, you're fucked.
It's like, oh, you want to manipulate me? You just become the pansy. No, sir, I didn't do anything. He's the guy who orders everything.
Yeah.
I'm just a number crunching guy. I just tell him what he does, and that's his choice, and he pays me, my salary, and that's it.
So George, two comic books. Uh, I guess it'll be 25 pages each. How much does that cost me? 10 grand.
What? Wait, what? What?
How much
Wait,
does that
what?
cost me,
What?
George? Like
So
on a rough, like
why would you do two comic books for
because
25 pages?
the first one would be the lead into the second book, and I don't think
Well,
I can get the story done in one book, and three books would be too many.
so and they're both 25 pages.
Yes, so a total of
So
50.
so why don't you just do one book of 50 pages?
Because the price point,
How much?
like
How much you gonna be selling the book?
Yeah.
Probably like like I don't know, $8 to $10. It's a comic book, dude. It's not like a CG book. It's a comic book, right? And people are willing to pay 25 bucks for a comic book plus shipping. I'm pretty sure they're willing to pay $10 for a comic book nowadays. A small one. Even
Wait a
then,
minute.
if I don't make money on it, I'll be stoked just to get it out.
Wait a minute. Do you have an audience?
No, I don't care. I'm just gonna produce it just to prove a point. I'm so pissed right now at CG. You know,
Why? Why?
like I'm one of those people who who like try to get in the club, and they're like, no, you can't get in here. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm just gonna make my own fucking club.
Oh, you sound like Richard C. Meyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm saying I'm tired of this, dude. Like I'm gonna prove a point that it doesn't. You don't need to take 2 years to produce a comic book.
But
There's no excuse. A guy
what?
who gets $1 million shouldn't take, a certain amount of time. Where a guy
All
who's
right, all
self-funded.
right, all right, all right. Okay, okay. We're going. No, 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 no. Okay.
We're going
Let's.
into it. Yeah.
No, 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 no. Hold on a sec.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter how long it takes someone to produce the book. All right. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because when the book's done, it comes out. If you have, what are the odds that the person is not going to produce the book and it's not going to deliver the book and it's just going to blow the money and hightail it out of town?
I would say right now it's 25%,
Okay, so
maybe 30% right now. Right
really,
of all the CG history,
okay, yeah,
30%.
yeah,
Yeah,
but if that's
and
what
if
you know what you do. You know what you do. Do what I do.
hmm,
If you see a good
I
book,
make my own comic book.
no, you see a good book, you see a good concept, just back it digitally. But
But
after
even then, the digital's not coming out until the other paperback's done, which is
okay,
strange.
no, no, but hold on a sec. You know, at the on the you also do, what do you call it? Um, what's the word? You back it digitally. Oh yeah, you also wait until the person has produced more than one book. He has more than one book in the can, so to speak. Is delivered in more than one book, and then you can back it. Because if you're going into if you're going to back something and you're thinking, well, I don't know if this guy's going to back deliver,
Deliver it, then
then,
don't back it.
then why are you backing it?
Right.
Why are you creating your own strife?
Exactly.
Well, one, they sold the idea that they would actually.
Yeah, no, but again,
But
it
they
doesn't
have they
matter.
done a
No,
campaign?
but the what?
Have they done a campaign?
Yes,
Have they sold
yes,
campaign? Have
Um,
yes,
they sent their products out?
yes, but not on time.
okay, but it is still delivered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
But
I
if
feel
you're
bad for the people who, like, for example, couldn't update their Indiegogo information and never got a book because they couldn't. They lost their house or something happened. They couldn't update their address. There's a lot of people who that happened to.
Okay, well, it's a very easy thing. You just contact the person by email, by Twitter, by
Oh no, no! Like I heard about
whatever.
some people locking out refunds,
What?
even though they said they'd do refunds. I heard about some people locking them out, and there was actually a complaint about that.
Well, you know what? I don't know anything about that. I haven't heard anything about it. But in theory, after a certain time, you can't get a refund. That's just
once a contribution locks in.
you
Yeah,
know.
and then like, say you do a chargeback on your credit card. Well, the credit card company, the person still gets the money. The credit card company just eats it.
No, they don't.
Yeah, because the person's like, what is the credit card company going after like $20? They're not going to go after him for $20 or thirty
Yes,
bucks.
yes, they would.
Yes, they would.
They they really would withdraw
I
your
I
account.
I worked with Bank of America. Yes, they would
Yeah.
because they're not eating your money. Their money. They're eating your money.
Hmm, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I know that maybe they can send something in the mail, but I didn't know they had access to your accounts.
They do. And basically, when they do a chargeback, they're charging the person in their account. So that bank, it's like, okay, we'll get the fee, and then they put that fee into your account.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. But either way, I think
Yeah.
I think I still can produce no matter what my gripe is with CG,
Mm-hmm.
a good story.
Okay, but this is total bullshit. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Why, dude? Okay, that's one of the
Okay,
biggest
what?
complaints about
Okay.
CG is
Yeah,
a bad story.
no. Okay,
And I think I can produce a good story.
They told you the whole story. Ethan told the
well, no,
whole story
it's not
for
Ethan. Forget
no no no
forget
no no
Ethan.
no
Don't
no
even
no
bring
No, no,
no.
I'm not talking about Ethan. I'm
Don't
talking
even
about CG in general, like the lack
don't
of
even
character and
don't
stories.
bring it.
no,
Don't
time out.
bring Ethan's name up.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm not. I'm just using as an example.
No, forget it.
Yeah.
Don't even bring up his name as an example.
Okay.
Because this conversation is bullshit. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
All right. First of all, okay, so whoever
Mm-hmm.
is slow in the production, okay, whoopie freaking do.
Well, I'm not
You
talking about
say
production anymore. I moved on to story.
okay, the story. You know what? Everybody's got a story to tell. You know, there's novels out there that have been produced and sitting on the shelf, and the story's no good. So what? You know what that means?
But
It means that the next book is probably not going to be purchased. Why? Because the story in the first book was terrible.
well,
That's the market correcting itself. So what?
I think I could have a different look on the market.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem, isn't it? You're trying to you're thinking of producing a book because you're angry. Why
Yeah.
don't
Which
you
is
produce?
awesome. That's where some of
No,
the best things come from, George.
no, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
If you're on the mindset that you're
And,
angry and
and it's not that I'm angry.
you want
I
to
need
prove a
something to
point,
do.
listen. If you're angry and you want to prove a point and you want to produce a book because you're angry and that's how you're going to prove your point, you're running up a tree into failure.
Well, I also said I don't know if you heard me, George, because it's hard with streaming. I said it also. It's beyond proving a point because like that's one of the biggest complaints in CG right now is lack of story. Because I think
Who's complaining? I've
I've
purchased
heard
all
on well-read review
fuck
several
well read,
points
fuck
that
well read.
why
Okay,
there's several people on there,
I
not
I
just
I
well-read, that have the same idea. So like
okay.
there's people in the chat all
I've
agreeing. There's people on his
Yeah,
show
yeah.
agreeing.
Okay,
Okay.
stop. I purchased hundreds of books in and out of CG.
Yes.
Okay, actually no, more than that. I can't even begin to actually do a final count on it.
Yes.
But and the majority of the stories are great. Some stories are a little weak, and maybe very rarely are the stories terrible. So,
What do you complain?
what I'm telling you as a statistical number, what you're complaining about is statistically invisible, insignificant.
And basically, if you don't like the story or product, why are you buying more of it?
Well, no, I have a okay. Like for example, I like George's book. Okay, that was
Okay.
a great story. I enjoyed that. I'll probably end up backing more of George's books when I can. But I, for example, read someone else's story. I'm not gonna say who it was, and it was just like, where is this going?
So
Okay,
are you?
and then it's
So
one of the major CG people. Okay, and I was like, all right, that's another gripe. And then I hear about another person who comes out with CG books, and he produces on time, but one of his biggest gripes is lack of story. And then I hear on well-read shows like, okay, lack of story. And the one thing I've noticed a lot of people do when they write stories is they focus on the character development of like a superhero instead of the story development of the characters completing the story arc all the way through, and they're only focused on one person. And I'm noticing that's a trend, and maybe I have a different perspective on the trend that might offset the trend, and that's all I'm trying to do is offset the trend.
All right. I
And
get what
that's
you're
not
saying.
to
I
me.
get
It's
so
like,
okay.
yeah, and
so
my
it's
motivations piss me off, but in the long run, it would be fun to produce a comic. It would be fun to work with artists and be fun to work with a writer. And I was just asking a question. That's all I was doing.
Okay,
And I was
okay,
just getting it rough because I've
okay.
never done this before. And I'm like, well, if I've never done this before, George has experience.
All right.
George, how much do you think this is going to cost me to produce 2 books for this much money? And my question was 10
Okay.
grand. And you're like, well, whoa, 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 whoa. And I'm just like, dude, I'm just trying to get my numbers right before I get into a business that I've never done before
All right.
and investing money.
It's about 2 to 3 years commitment before you can actually consider showing your stuff off.
Why is it 2 to 3 years? And why can't I just get it done in a year?
Okay, Dinale, please enlighten him.
I've gone over 300 artists, 300 colorists. I have written my story. I have updated everything that I need to do for my story. And basically, that was within the last 2 years. You have to deal with logistics, you have to deal with payments of those artists, keep them happy, and you have to do all the legalese as well. So you're not. So right now, you're just considered. I'm going to write my story.
I'm not writing it. I'm just producing it. I'm hiring someone else to write it.
Okay, that's fine. You're producing it.
Yeah,
No
but it's the same difference. It's basically you're still going to have to manage the whole thing. That's
I'm
production.
confused. If Nasser can get a book done in 1 year, why can't I get a book done in 1 year? That's my question.
Do you want to produce a book on the fly, or do you want to produce a book?
I want to produce a book worth its time and money.
Okay.
For example, if I produce a book that takes me 1 year, then it should cost me it should be a rate to that 1 year. You kind of see what I mean? Like, if it takes me 2 years,
that's the
or
logistics.
3 years,
yeah,
then I think I might be losing money on this at a certain point.
That's the
if
logistics.
It costs me like $15,000-$20,000 on a book that's $10, and I might sell maybe 100 copies. I'm already gone, but this is just a quick like, hey, I want to get a book out to see what get my idea out, get maybe 100, 1,500 copies done, and have it in my hand, and then if I have to crowdfund it, and then with the rest hand sell it.
That's the logistics, and that's what you have to think about.
And I can produce the money.
The effort that it will take you to to produce the book, you have to put that into the logistics of your production, and at what point do you break even? At what point do you actually make money? And how are you going to get the book out? How are you going to distribute the book? How many people have you
well, distribution to me would be easy.
You're not.
I am listening. Distribution is easy.
Let me finish my bullet points. Other than distribution, after avenues, do you have a set of people that will be there on day one of your crowdfunding to help boost you towards success?
Well, I'm not worried about that.
Have you grown an audience?
I'm not worried about that, George.
So you basically what you're doing is you're creating a book on vanity. You're not creating.
No. I'm just trying to produce a product.
What? Oh my God! What did I just?
Right
say?
now, I'm just trying to produce a. George, let me finish, George. I'll let you finish, and you've interrupted me several times, right?
Well, I've been interrupting you just as often as you've been interrupting me.
No, actually, I stop every time.
No, you don't.
I don't?
Yeah. Can we go to the playback?
I thought I stopped, George. I thought I stopped every time you continued. My bad.
No. Okay, go on. And then
because
I'm pretty sure
for example, I'm
pretty sure Dinale's going to jump in right after you finish talking.
Isn't
so I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. I won't interrupt you. I won't interrupt you.
Okay.
Isn't this the old school way of business?
What is the old school way?
You produce the product first. After the product is produced, then while you're maybe producing it, or right when it's done, you start pursuing customers. Instead of like what these other people are doing of selling a product, creating a deadline, and not coming close.
Well, maybe they haven't figured out the logistics properly on their end. Is it your problem?
Well, it's going to be my problem in a minute.
How?
Because I'm going to go find a printer. I have a local printer. I'm going to find out how much it costs to produce 1,500 books with a certain cover, with a certain page count, and a certain page weight, and a certain ink percentage, or whatever the ink weight is. You know what I mean? And get a quote, and then call another one and do this all locally. So I don't have to worry about shipping, or I can just talk to people. Like, I have all these local printers nearby that was willing to produce something, and I don't care if it costs me money and American money. I'll have a local printer. I have a local artist. I have 2 local artists. Hell, I have Mike Miller right down the road. I have Dillard right up the road from me too. I got pretty sure I have local artists within like L.A. Because it's a huge art community, and San Diego is a huge art community. I can get a writer for a comic book. It's just comic bubbles and 25 pages. All I need is what, 2 pages of writing.
Okay,
My
see,
story is simple. My story is so simple.
you're making the effort, the creative effort, and the technical effort of producing a comic book into a cheap statement. Oh, it's so simple. Just
No, it's not simple. It's not
you,
cheap.
you, you,
$10,000 is not cheap, George.
well, you just made it sound like that in the last sentence that you just put together, and you just spoke it out.
Well, the simple, to me, I am logistics person. That's what I do in my bit. It's what I do for business logistics. I've always done logistics, and all you have to do is communicate and find people with good credibility to produce products. And then you call them and you ask what you want. You provide exactly what you want, and they produce it.
Okay,
That's how
and then,
business works. I don't
hey,
understand, George. You find people who are credible in the
well,
art world and the writing world,
uh, all right,
like
okay. If you,
in
if
the
you
shipping world, in the printing world. Like, I don't understand. Like,
all right, then let's
and that's
make
why
this.
I thought I could ask you, because you're like one of the most credible people I know
Okay, then
who
let's
know
make this
all this
interesting.
stuff.
Let's make this interesting. Okay, there's 14
And I told
people.
you I have an idea, which
See,
is the
oh my God,
Punisher.
you're going into the interruption.
Okay, no, okay, it's your turn, George. Your turn.
All right, thank you. Um, all right, I'm going to say a few things, and then Denali's going to say a few things, and then you go loop back to you. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, let's make this interesting. There's 14 people watching, and my God, thank you so much. I thought
thank
this
you.
was going to be a 1 or 2 people stream. Jeez. All right, let's make this interesting. You're going to have a piece of paper. Do you have what do you have? Do you have a Google spreadsheet available to you?
I could bring one up, but then I don't know if that would mess up StreamYards on my computer on X if I hit a wrong tab.
Um,
I'm on my laptop, and if I mess up, I have a piece
or
of paper in front of me, George.
you have a piece of paper in front of you? Okay, great.
Yeah, I have a notebook in front of me.
Can you point the camera down onto the notebook?
Yeah.
Okay, do that. Turn your camera on and point right down on the notebook. And Dinale is gonna flip me around so that way I'm a small window and
Watch out, George. You ready, guys? Because you're gonna see my face. Ready? Ready? No, I'm
yeah.
joking. No, my camera's not working.
Oh, it's hideous. I just see. There you go.
I was gonna do
Oh,
an open boxing tonight if you wanted me to, but I was like, I'm gonna do it for my
no, no,
show.
no, no. We wouldn't want to see amateur Kyrie stuff. The guy just draws well, writes well. Forget
This
it.
is interesting. I'm interested in this book.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And the guy colors well. And we don't want to see a well-produced book. Okay. Forget about that. Let's move on.
I'm stoked on this one.
All right. You want to create a story. You want to create a book. All right. Number one. Okay. Bullet point one. Copyright. Okay. Write the word copyright. Bullet point
Why,
number two.
George?
Oh my gosh! Do you want this information or not?
I wrote it
Second,
down.
okay. Second bullet point. Trademark.
Are you sure people are doing all this stuff?
You want to know how to do it, or do you want to just you know?
Well, I'm just wondering if Manny Summers is doing all this.
I don't care. It's okay. Next, story. All right. Next, editing. Next, what's it called? Focus group. Focus group.
This is the
Okay,
independent creator, George. Not
next, polished,
Mad Men.
polished story.
$10 comic.
All right. You see this? You haven't even gotten to drawing yet. You see these bullet points.
Okay.
These are the bullet points just to get your story done.
Okay.
All right. Under copyright, you would have to register your story with the Writers Guild or the Patents and Trademarks, the Library of Congress.
Is it for a
Uh,
small two paragraphs worth of words?
It doesn't matter if
oh,
it's your
i- i-
intellectual
if
property.
if your IP, your intellectual property, it could be gold to somebody, even if it's a freaking paragraph. You know how many short stories have been made into multi-million-dollar movies?
Example: Stephen King's Rita Hayworth in the Shawshank Redemption.
Well, like for example, the movies we watch on your show.
Go on. That's a half thought. Yeah, you finished that.
Well, aren't people just stealing those ideas and like I don't understand. Like people just gonna steal my idea and
No,
slap different lipstick on
no,
it.
no. See, no, that doesn't work. It doesn't work that way, because if someone steals your idea, you can sue them. You know who stole the Terminator idea?
But I'm stealing the Punisher
You're
idea.
not listening. Do you know who stole the Terminator idea? James Cameron stole the concept of the Terminator idea. You know who he stole it from?
No, George.
Harlan Ellison. Yeah, you know what happened when Harlan Ellison found out? He sued the fuck out of James Cameron, and James Cameron had to pay Harlan
And,
Ellison
and put credits.
and put credits. So
So
think about that carefully.
so how do I get like how does everybody in CG get around copyright?
They're Most of them are producing it on the seat of their pants. They're not thinking about the details.
So
For example,
wait, you holding me to a higher standard than them?
You want to
you're
produce.
you're you're griping about them. So yes, we are.
Yeah, the fact that you're griping about other people and their productions, that means you're apparently supposed to be better than them.
Okay. So how
Why are people, as an example, why are people complaining about other people? Well, the people who are complaining about other people technically think they are at a higher standard than the people they're complaining about. It happens every freaking day. Oh, I hate Star Wars. I don't like the story they made. Well, that means you think you're better than the people who actually spent the time and effort to make that particular Star Wars movie.
that's not 100% true.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yes. Like, come on, George. That's not 100% true.
Okay,
Some people just don't like things because like
wait a
a
minute, wait a
certain
minute, wait a minute,
situation.
wait a minute. What is it? Is it 99% true? 80% true? What is it?
There's some people out there who just don't like things
Give me a
and,
percentage.
and, and don't think they can do better.
Give me a
I don't know
percentage.
the percentage, George. I know I'm one of those people who gripe and think I can do better. I know I'm one of those people, but I can honestly say there's somebody else out there that's different than I am who probably says, you know what, I don't like this and doesn't think they can do a better job.
All right. Well,
Like
you just said you said that you think it can do better.
I agree. That's why I'm doing
Okay,
this.
well, then why are you complaining about what I'm outlining here?
No, I'm just defending. I don't think you're 100% true out there, George. There's someone out there who's a good soul, right? There's got to be somebody.
Okay, again, why are you
Why do you
why
care? Why do you care about
Well,
somebody
because
else?
that's why
We're
I'm
talking about
confused about
we're,
George.
we're talking about you. You're griping about these points because we're holding you in a higher standard.
Yeah, but then George brought the overall that everybody gripes like me. No, I don't think so.
All right, okay, then let's move
Then
on from it.
then
Okay, yeah, we're
retract.
moving on from that. Oh, that's
Yeah,
small fries.
yeah.
Okay,
So
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 wait,
we're holding you for a higher standard.
yes,
This is
okay,
just a
so
higher standard.
do I just go on Google and type in copyright or to own a copyright?
Well, you can do that, or you can listen to what I'm telling you.
You haven't told me how. I am listening,
I
George. You
I
said I need a
I
copyright.
I, I
But
did I did I did tell
where do
you.
I go?
The Writers Guild of America,
West.
West or East, and also the Library of Congress, the Patents and Trademarks.
Wow, that's crazy.
All right, this is this is all technical right now. We haven't even gotten to the details. Can you zoom in on that so everybody can see the detail, the what you've written?
What my shitty quick handwriting?
Yeah, yeah. If we can zoom in on it.
Copyright,
All right,
Writer Guild,
yeah.
trademark, story, edit, focus group, polish.
Okay, now under story, the next thing under story.
Yeah.
Right. Do you
Punisher.
understand? No, you're not
Oh.
listening. Please. Under
You
story.
skip trademark.
We just bring the trademark in with the copyright. We'll loop back on this.
Okay. We're gonna put like this and put like a happy face, so it puts both of them together.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
You need
now,
both.
Yep.
all right.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Now, the next thing, story. Do you understand? It doesn't matter what story you want to put out. Do you understand the hero's journey? Do you understand?
It's an Avengers journey. Do you understand the Avengers journey?
You're not listening.
Yes.
Do you understand the structure of the hero's journey?
I would say it's
it's a yes. It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no.
Well, what happens if I have a different concept of the hero's journey?
No. There's no such thing as a different concept of the hero's journey.
Can I explain what I think, and then you tell me yes or no? Do I have it?
No.
The
answer is no. The answer is
George.
No.
George.
I was going to say
there's only one hero journey concept.
Right.
And then you have multiple steps depending on who you're following with.
Right. That's what I thought was a simple.
But the simple thing is
fall.
You should. Yeah.
You get up. You learn from the fall, and you conquer the mountain to get to your goal. That's the hero's journey, isn't it? And he can either die or survive at the end.
Oh, no, that's a martyr. Dying is a martyr's journey. It's not a hero's journey. Different things.
Oh, come on, George. You're so one-sided sometimes.
This is technical stuff.
Yeah,
and we're boring.
It's not sexy anymore, is that right?
And we're boring.
No, it is. But George, you're so one-sided because there's multiple. Like, for example, I know there's one hero journey that someone has to die in order to get into heaven. I've seen that before.
No.
Right.
So in order, the hero has to die to get into heaven.
No. Nope.
So how's that not here? Like, I understand.
So that's half of a hero journey, because here's the thing. What you're talking about is the hero goes to an unknown world. That's heaven. And to die there, he has to lose something, his life. But in losing his life, he gains something else, his access to heaven. Now that he's in heaven, he can actually proceed to getting his gift. Getting his gift, now he's able to change something to move forward and complete his hero's journey.
That was cool, but that was the end of the story. Was he dying to get into heaven?
Yeah,
right.
That was the end. That was it. Like,
right.
He was like, yeah, like I was a bad guy, and then I jumped in front of a bullet.
B8. That's why I said that's half the hero's journey.
Really? Like if the movie stops right there, you're gonna make up the rest?
Let me point out to Dune. It's half of a book.
What do you mean?
Dune, the movie Dune that just came out.
Like Star Wars is like a chapter in a life.
Star Wars was actually one movie broken up to 3 movies.
I'm lost. Like, I understand that there's a world. Your character's in a world.
So you don't know the structure. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, I don't know this. I don't know what you guys are saying, but I'm pretty sure
a
lot of people in CG don't know the structure.
Okay, Dinale, what's the name of that gentleman that inspired George Lucas with the hero's journey? Do you know
Joseph
Campbell.
Campbell.
Joseph Campbell. Write his name down. Understory, write research Joseph Campbell. All right, understory.
Oh, okay.
Write that down. Joseph Campbell.
It's a literary concept called the hero's journey. Yeah.
All right, there's a wonderful series that he literally walks you through the whole process and understanding of the hero's journey with examples. And once you understand that, you'll be ready to write your story.
I'm not writing the story. I'm hiring somebody to write the story.
You know what? When you hire someone to write the story, how do you know if the work is good or bad? If you don't understand it yourself.
Because he produces what I want.
Okay, again, you didn't listen to my question.
Well,
How
that's
you hire a writer? How do you know the person who's going to deliver you the story is good or bad?
from their customer reviews,
Oh my God!
right? They have written books in the past. They have credit.
That's irrelevant. They're customizing a story for you. They're creating a story specifically for you. Some writers, some days may have a bad day. Not every writer hits 100% on their
Well,
story.
okay, isn't that what the focus and edit group is for? After we get the story, I produce the story. It goes into edit,
But you
and then it
still
gets edited, and then the focus group comes in as, "Hey, everybody, what's
uh,
everybody's opinion
yeah, we
about
have
this story?"
yeah, but you're jumping ahead right now. You still need to what a millionaire actually no, let me rephrase this. People who run multi-million-dollar companies have told me all the same thing. They do not go into something unless they understand it 100%.
Well,
A guy who's doing wine or beer, he doesn't jump into the business.
George.
He doesn't jump into the business
George.
unless he knows the
don't say that,
business
George.
in and out.
Don't say that, George.
George.
Go ahead.
You're
You,
going way over his head.
no. You just destroyed CG. No one knows what they're fucking doing. That means we all should stop what we're doing. No one
Well,
knows how to produce a book.
why do you care about
Here,
them?
them.
Well, because I'm about to produce a comic. They're my competition,
No,
Okay.
they're not.
right?
So okay, wait a minute.
You know what? This is the best part right here. Like, so I have Denali. This is the classic. Hey, this guy says I can't do it, and then I go and do it. Like, this is the like I'm telling you, this is the classic story. I'm standing outside the fucking club. I'm going. I'm gonna go produce my own thing. Like I
Wait, wait,
said,
wait, wait, wait,
this
wait.
is the classic fucking story.
Wait,
It's
wait,
it's
time out, time out,
hilarious.
time out. They're not your competition.
Yes, they are. If I produce a
No,
comic
no, no,
book,
no, 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 no. They're not their competition. You know why they're not their competition? Because we're telling you the tools you need to go beyond them.
and I'm writing them down, and I'm actually listening.
Mm-hmm.
Then
So,
what?
so no one else is doing this. I'm already 1, 2, 3 steps ahead of some people in CG.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's why I said you're not even in their league at this point.
I'm ahead of them.
Yes.
Some
Okay.
some people.
Okay, so
Yes.
then why you even bring them up anymore?
That's what George is trying to get to. Take them out of your mind. They're no longer your rivals.
Well, there's
You're
some
beyond
people who still are.
That's in your head.
That's in your head. Throw
Okay.
it out. Jettison.
I'm sorry.
You're-
I've heard competition drives. It drives business.
You're beyond them. They're not your competition. Start looking at Marvel and DC.
I can't. I just
Look-
want to produce a
No, no, no,
$10
no,
comic.
No.
Two.
We're holding you to a higher standard,
How dare you?
and we're not going to be satisfied unless you're looking at DC and Marvel to beat them.
I can't.
There's
There's no way.
Wait a minute, that's a
There's
low bar.
no way, dude. I can't do that. I can't do that.
That's a low bar. That's a low bar. You can't do it. You can't.
Yeah, I
say-
can't. Yeah, dude. Come on, bro.
In today's world, that's a very low bar.
Yeah. What was I thinking? Boy.
All right, so let's
I
continue.
mean, thanks for the competition. Yes. I'll take the challenge.
No. If you're gonna make a club, then make it the biggest and baddest that there can possibly be. Be Club 54.
No, I just want to produce a product that's worth its time.
Okay.
I can't. For example, I can't give you a Ferrari for the time it takes to make a Honda Civic.
You know, if you
I'm
if
just
you
laughing. I'm
if you
just laughing, and George, you know why I'm laughing.
I know, but if you think that way, then you're doomed to failure.
How?
Because you
Because-
limited yourself,
Yes.
and then you're gonna self doubt your decisions.
So this is a classic business mistake engineers do.
Keep ahead of the chat there, Dinale. And hello, everybody.
Have you seen the comics coming out of DC and Marvel?
Yes, I think I actually have. Yeah,
I stopped in 2010.
yeah.
I just finished up the Captain America line at that time, and haven't looked back since.
I heard a saying once that it's a good thing that engineers and people who make things don't run businesses because they're too busy trying to perfect something instead of giving the product out.
Oh, you
It's
mean
a
like
common,
Microsoft? Like Microsoft?
or like Toyota is a perfect example. They spend sometimes way too much money on their cars perfecting them when they don't need to go 300,000 miles. Where everybody else is making a car to produce 10,000 miles. But what's your example, George?
Oh, my example is
This
Microsoft.
is well, I was going to say this is what we're talking about is just the basic step of any business to do whatever field. In this case, is pertaining to just making a actually good comic book.
Right, and a good comic book shouldn't
And-
be expensive, right? It should just be like a floppy.
Okay, but you're still jumping around all over
And
the
this-
place.
And
We're
these
still
steps
we're
doesn't
still
matter.
focused. We're
and
still
these-
focused on the story right now.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
this is my story. I can tell you the story
Okay.
right now. I have it already.
Okay.
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 So
All right.
Mafia.
Oh, no,
Mafia.
no. We don't
Oh.
want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. It's
Oh.
irrelevant right now. We're just giving you the tools that you need to produce your book. Yeah, you know what you know what you just did, or
What?
you're about to do. You're about to kill your business. If I didn't stop you right now,
I don't know. See,
you're
like I
not
don't know.
listening. You're not listening. Do you understand what I just said to you? No, you don't.
Yes.
Let me explain it to you.
That's George. That's okay. Less competition.
Yeah, I know. Really.
No, like you're giving away your product already.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not you're giving away your product.
Right.
You're not. You haven't protected your concept of your story. That's
I
where
don't care if someone takes it, George. If they can do it better, let them do it better. But I'm pretty sure no one in CG is going to take it from me.
Okay, we're done here.
You don't. You really think someone in CG is going to take my concept?
You haven't even listened to what we were saying to you. You haven't even. You haven't even understood the enormity of what I said about James Cameron and Harlan Ellison, and you're sitting here telling me this shit? Are you kidding me?
George, do you really think I can produce a comic book that's going to change the fucking world? And that I have the ability to produce a product that's going to change the world, that someone's going to steal it from me, that I won't have the opportunity to sue them? I'm not worried about that.
Well, then we're done here. Go on. Work on the fly.
That's what I was thought about doing. But if you think that I should get a copyright and spend all this, like that's a lot of extra money. I'm pretty sure that's a couple $1,000s I wasn't expecting to spend.
No. Leave him.
Yep.
I don't know how much a copyright and trademark's going to cost me. And doing the research and getting all that, I don't know. So
okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
And I tried asking.
Well, all right. So going back to the original question, you asked George how much would it cost to produce a comic book.
Right.
George? What would be the raw number for just a floppy? Just a raw number.
Instead of getting insulted by the question.
Well,
that's a question I asked like an hour ago.
Okay, well, you're going to pay a writer, so a writer usually
would be 35,000.
Yeah.
No, not for 2 paragraphs. Not for 25 pages, a couple bubbles.
Okay,
Nasser does not charge $25,000, $35,000 for his services. I'll tell you that right now, because he does not make money off his comic books if that's his price. Like, what are you guys doing? Spending $35,000 on a writer for 25 pages of bubbles.
All right.
Okay.
Is that real?
That's real, and that's done if you're getting an actual good writer and you're actually buying his name for your product. But if you're going cheap, which it sounds like you're doing, it would be at least a couple $1,000s for commercialize and not have any credits.
Jesus, like, do you really think I'm trying to produce like a solid gold comic or something?
What you just said? Oh my God, you're contradicting yourself. You said you can do better than other people, and you want to
No, no.
improve
All I
it.
want to do is produce a comic
I'm
on
giving you the
time.
wrong. I'm just
On
giving you.
time. I don't
I'm
need
just.
a glossy comic. I don't need a comic written by a novelist who's written a bestseller.
I. I'm sorry. I guess I have a higher standard than you do, about producing a product. Anyways, moving on.
I don't think so, because
Yeah.
did you buy some of the CG stuff?
Yes, I did.
Then you don't have a higher standard than me. We have the same standard.
I bought it because I thought it was interesting, and I didn't buy anything else more.
We have the same standard if we bought the same stuff. Dude, come on, man. Like,
No, 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 no.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not,
Your standard is just as good as mine. You bought CG books or don't have $35,000 writers that made $20,000 in their campaigns, and I know that they couldn't afford. Like, the numbers don't make sense right now. So how much does it cost to produce a $10 comic?
See,
$1,500, 1,500 books.
you keep going back to the price of the comic book.
yeah.
You haven't even figured out what all your costs are before you can even price out your comic book.
How do you price out a comic book without figuring out all the prices? I'm confused. Like,
Well,
is that what I'm trying to do? Like,
well,
I'm
well,
guessing. Okay, this is what I'm guessing. A writer costs, like I said, two to $5,000. An artist, $2,000 to $5,000. So that's $10,000 right there to print. To actually get it printed, I'm guessing another $2,000 to $5,000. So like $15,000 to get it 100% done and shipped. Probably another $5,000. I'm gonna do cheap shipping, and I'm a small guy. Like I said, I'm not gonna have more than maybe 10 or 15 customers. Shipping shouldn't cost me more than a couple $100. If I sell all 1,500 copies, then I'll make a profit, or I'll break even, or I'll just get it out to the customers. But I have to, just I don't know. It's just I don't understand. Like, I just came in asking how much would it cost to produce a comic, and you guys were like, "Well, you need to produce a comic better than everybody else." Well, and it looks like it's pretty easy to produce a comic better than other people out there. Associate with the right people and get the right artist.
right.
Okay.
It's pretty discouraging. Like, you guys are like, "No, you just can't do this. It's you don't understand." When I know a lot of people in CG don't understand a lot what you guys are telling me, and don't have a lot of this. Hell,
Okay.
we even know that some people don't even have editors and are just purchasing editors right now.
Okay.
So, geez. And if comic books are really this complicated, then maybe the business model is wrong.
All right.
Like, how does
I don't know. I don't know.
Go on. Go on. Continue.
Yeah.
I'm just how does it tell a story of a hero's arc? Like, I don't understand. Like, can someone really mess that up that bad?
Um,
Yeah.
have you been living through the last 5 years?
I haven't Avengers. The movies were pretty good. All the movies I've seen have been pretty decent for the heroes. They're so basic these days that they have a conflict in the beginning and then they have to defeat the boss. It's so basic these days. It's just I don't understand. Like, it's yes, like everybody. It's a standard hero arc right now. There's no Yeah, it's just a standard hero arc. Maybe the ones that are changing, like John Wick, that's a different kind of hero arc. Deadpool is a kind of different kind of hero arc. I'm just
No,
relating to movies.
No,
they're all
the same.
the same.
Yeah, so yeah, they're all the same. So if I just have to replicate that model, I don't understand why I need to go do research, and it would be fun maybe to go do research on Joseph Campbell and go do that just for the research and knowledge. And I don't see anything wrong. I have the time to do it, so I appreciate the suggestion, but I mean, it's a simple story, hero arc. We all live that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. That's fine.
yeah,
That's your choice. All
yeah.
right. You do what you feel is right. Anyways, where are we with your green hands, female X,
Painting, painting, painting.
painting, painting, painting?
All right, what's next in the in news of the world?
I don't know. Let me see. Where was I? Oh, Reddit co-founder invests in new comic publisher with major creator-owned focus. A new comic platform called Zest World emerges with the support of big names and investor including Reddit's Alex O'Hannon.
This the same Reddit that's what do you call it? Deleted Trump or deleted anything that's was it conservative?
Yeah,
Deleted Comics Gates, or I believe they even deleted Ethan.
Are you serious?
yeah.
I think so.
I don't remember that.
Let me see.
Jeez.
Yeah, I remember Ethan said it in one of his streams. He goes, "Look, I was just answering a fan who said, are you going to be doing any more conventions?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm going to be doing some conventions, and look out for me." So I'm just paraphrasing, and then all of a sudden his account gets deleted or something like that, or gets blocked.
Hmm. I've heard of stories of Reddit. I've heard the good and bad. There's so many stories. Ugh.
Yep.
Well,
So
Reddit's owned by China now.
Oh, dude, I heard something real interesting about Facebook and China and Russia. That the top 15 Christian websites on Facebook are owned by Russian and Chinese hackers. You're like, what? Yeah, the top 15 Christian websites are run by Chinese hackers.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's sort of like it falls in line. Drake says EVS is banned from Reddit. Oh,
Hargrave says, "Did you see the video about the Disney cosplay hotel? I'm about to get ready to do a video about it in 5 minutes. Here's Skull. It looks so bad." Are you talking about the Star Wars Jedi hotel where you're supposed to pretend?
hey, wait a minute, Hargrave, get in here. The links in the Streamyard. Tell us all about it. Okay, continue.
No, I think you.
No, the Facebook thing. Oh, I was saying
Yeah.
that. There's a reason why the FBI has not
Mhm.
completely destroyed the KKK. Is because they need. It's like a what do you call it?
Boogeyman,
Fly paper to flies. You leave the honey.
honeypot.
You leave the yeah. It's a honey pot. You leave the honey out. You see how many more people come to it, and you keep track of it.
Jesus, George, just say it's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Dude, I'm surprised at how many people get trapped.
Well.
Well, it wouldn't be called a honeypot for no reason.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
it's
I've
too
heard
good,
stories about the FBI owning like a lot of the Bitcoin so they can track it.
The bitcoins or the cryptocurrency system is public. You,
yeah,
you can see all the transactions.
exactly.
There's nothing there for them.
It's a trap. It's a giant trap. Because it's just getting people used to the idea of current fiat currency, except instead of fiat currency as we have it now, it's fiat currency via digital. So
Yeah.
it's just
Well,
training us to get
well,
used to it.
well. Think of it. PayPal's digital currency.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like we've always used digital currency through like a credit card, right?
Yep.
Yep. So it's just another way of normalizing the idea of
The only difference is cryptocurrency it doesn't can't get charged the fees that banks and credit cards charge
at this time yet.
at this
Which,
time, of course.
Oh, and right now people are actually making crypto cards, and that's
right.
that's stupid.
And yeah, as soon as the crypto cards come into
Um,
play, what do you think happens? They're no different than PayPal or whatever credit card you have.
Yeah.
right. Then Visa and all those credit card companies will put in their fees, which will increase the prices because they have to pay a 4% fee every time you swipe.
Wasn't Elon Musk a part of that? Didn't he? Wasn't he like the guy who did like was able to do that and make internet transactions easy,
What
like
he
with PayPal?
if Elon Musk created PayPal,
Right. So
Yeah.
he, like
he created PayPal to make it easy transactions for eBay.
Yeah,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
he got bought out, I believe.
That's crazy that someone had to invent a system for that. I thought it was already in place, but I guess eBay
Well,
didn't have anything in place.
Well,
no,
you know what I heard
remember,
about eBay is that it started as a Pez dispenser exchange.
You're bullshitting me, George.
No,
no.
I'm not
Well,
bullshit.
don't you remember eBay was yellow, like the yellow pages?
What?
eBay was yellow, like the yellow pages.
Can you I see a big book. Oh yeah, the Yellow Pages is a big book. eBay was a
Right.
big book.
Well, no. You remember how the yellow pages were? The pages were yellow, right?
Yes.
eBay started out as their website completely yellow and black,
Oh,
yellow pages.
that would have been awkward to try to read on. No.
No, everybody was used to it when they tried to change it the first time. Everybody complained about it. So they slowly over time changed the website little bit by little bit until you're now seeing the current web page.
To me, that's a great sales strategy. Make a website that stands out.
Yes, but this was the early internet. It already stands out.
You know, like what the hell is this bright yellow page with black writing? I'm trying to buy shit off here, bro.
Yes,
You know
and
that? You know that one? You're like, yeah, I'll always remember that one, bro.
well, you also have to remember people were used to seeing yellow pages, going to the yellow pages, and looking at black text to buy stuff.
I was just phased. I was that age group that didn't really use those. I remember seeing the books and trying to use the books to beat people with or shoot
Yeah.
at, but other than that, I never really used them. But I find the whole doxing thing funny now because back in the day, everybody's information was in those books.
Yes.
Like you could literally just walk up to someone, just look at their name and just find their address and call them, or it was crazy. Hey,
Oh,
hey, have you?
back then you had the honor system. You know.
Exactly.
Oh, that's interesting to say.
Well, there was honor, and also because you knew that most of the people had guns in their closets.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a, I don't know.
Well,
Uh,
and I would say this, that even 20 to not even 20, 30 years ago, Democrats and Republicans weren't that off base as they are right now. They actually had a lot of overlapping ideas, that there was only a couple things that made them different, but they were almost the same thing in the same goal. And that's like about 30 years back.
Hey George,
Mm.
she got hands bigger than freaking Shaq. Shrink those things a bit, bro.
I know. See the no, that's wrong.
Look at the size of that paw.
You see this? Wait a minute. Let me do this.
And damn, put some clothes on her. You're gonna get a strike, bro.
You see, this is the this the size of the hand right here.
He
Size of the
doesn't
hand.
see because you're not showing. You're not showing anything. George, you're not showing anything.
Almost. The hand's almost in screen. It's almost got two fingers and a thumb right now.
Okay. Sorry. There you go.
No, I understand that the body's twisted, and that's a backhand, and that's a forehand. So there's gonna
No,
be
no, 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 no,
oh,
no, 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 no.
okay.
See, hand to face. If the hand can cover the face, then that's the size. Do it yourself.
But
Put,
women aren't
No,
built like that, right?
but they're talking. I think he's talking about the left hand. It looks too big, even though it's perspective, which is the same size.
same size.
But are women really built that way?
Jeez, man.
I always thought women's features were, their head, the skull would be the same size, but the hand would have been smaller. That's all. The hands and feet. That's all.
You can draw it
The-
any way you want.
There's women with big hands and women with little hands.
Did you see
That's why-
Seinfeld? Did you see Seinfeld episode?
Oh my god! I know the
What do you
one you're
mean?
talking about.
What do you mean? Does Elena have huge hands?
No, it was was it George or was it?
No, it was Jerry. It was
It
Jerry.
was Jerry. Yeah, it was Jerry's girlfriend at the time. Had big hands. She's like, she has man hands.
Oh, like Anna?
No,
No, dude, like hands are important, bro.
it's like I don't want to. So you're the type that's like I don't want a woman's hand being bigger than my hand.
If a girl's got hands bigger than mine, like, oh, she better be taller than me, bro. Oh,
Well, how tall is female X? Wasn't like she's 32 foot tall.
In what? In what context?
Well, how tall is she normally?
Or it's just a standard human size.
Okay, but that doesn't answer the question. That's answering a non-answered question.
What?
Is it 2 meters? Is it 2 meters, sir?
I
2
don't understand.
meters?
I don't understand what.
2 meter? 2 meters? Is it 2 meters, sir?
I don't understand the size reference.
How
And-
tall is she?
Oh, 6 feet.
2 meters.
Okay.
You could have just said yes, 2 meters.
Oh, I didn't have the reference of meters to feet.
I just gotta laugh.
Canadians, bro.
No, he's West Canadian. If this was a French Canadian, he would understand 2 meters. Drake says, my sister hands are bigger than mine. Orville says, Jim, we gotta get Jim on here.
Uh,
2 meter, please.
have you guys done that before? Have you done cosplay? Going back to is it Hirovi or Hargrave? His comment about the Disney cosplay hotel. I haven't done cosplay. And then cosplay is kind of big right now with Anna doing her cosplay calendar.
PJ says, our friend Jim is man's hands. Remember, George?
Yes, that's it.
As to your answer, cosplay. Nah.
George.
I'd rather pay hot girls to cosplay.
How dedicated is George to his character? Do you have a blue suit, dude?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. All right. And have you done cosplay?
No, never did.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not even at home with a cape and a tin hat.
I thought you were going to say vampire teeth. Want to suck your blood?
No, I actually never did put vampire teeth in, those plastic teeth in my mouth. I purchased them because of the bubble gum, but never actually put them on. That's funny. Now that I think about it, I remember now. It was like yicky. I go, why do I want to put this plastic shit in my mouth? I just want to chew gum.
Oh, dude, and they're not built very well. They scratch the shit out of your gums.
Oh,
The
really?
vampire teeth? Yeah, those fake vampire teeth.
And
The plastic ones that yeah, they scratch the shit out of your gums, dude.
Yeah, and now I see on YouTube, you know, it's like here's things that we can 3D print, and it was a Warcraft, um, not Warcraft, Warhammer figurines and everything out of resin. But then the guy was an idiot and said, "And I could do vampire teeth for the girls." I'm like, you're putting resin in your mouth, dude. It's like you might as well take some, cyanide and just like end it.
yeah, that kind of thing just it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all.
Mm.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work. I don't know. I want to open this comic book real quick since my
Go
camera's
ahead.
still on. Yeah, since my
Go ahead.
camera's still on.
Yes,
Do
yes.
it. Do it. Let's go big screen on him.
Yes, I got this in the mail. I don't remember what tier I backed. I just remember backing it because I like the art. It was like an older well, not the art. Like I guess I like the genre, the time
Hmm.
this comic book was drawn in. It's like a Roman time, I guess, time when there's still chariot fights and stuff like that. Chariot riders,
Yeah.
Greek,
Uh-huh.
Roman, Latin. The colors looked interesting, kind of like maybe dull. So
Mm.
he has his own weatherproof bag. Well, I would say it's a nice bag. I don't know if it's weatherproof because those guys shipping will tear holes in it.
Well, test it out. Leave your books in there, and then just run it over water.
No, no. What I can do is take the book out of the bag and then fill the bag full of water, George, and see if it holds water. Come on now. But that's kind of cool. He prints his stuff on the outside of the bag. It's too bad, It's like, damn, that's awesome. We're gonna throw the bag away though. That is really nice.
Why do you have to throw the bag away?
I don't like collecting too much stuff, George.
Just put the books back in the bag and then put it on the shelf.
Yeah, I could do that. Ooh. So it looks like he uses a Gemini style mailer. It doesn't look official. Looks style, and it looks like wow. He has his own tape, own packing tape with characters on it. That's really nice.
Probably got it from the printers that print his book.
That's very nice. Oh, it is a Gemini mailer. It's official. What I was thinking. What
Mm-hmm.
CG might be able to do if people don't want to keep these is send them back with put like a pre-posted stamp in here that's prepaid, and people send them back to the creator. All you gotta do is put a label on it, and then the creator gets it back, gets to reuse it.
Okay, that's stupid. And
Okay.
why don't you just hold on to it and reuse it?
Because I would never reuse it.
You're going to be making a book.
Oh, I might reuse it, but some customers aren't going to be making a book
Well, after
or sharing it with other people. Like it's a waste to throw this away to me. To me, it's a waste.
After listening to the stream, they're probably gonna just make a book just to spite you.
George, you've already made a book. You're cheating.
What about, no, I'm not saying.
Oh,
me.
are you going to make a Punisher book to spite me?
No, somebody else is going to probably do that just to spite you.
Yeah, but it won't be the same book, George. That's
How
impossible.
do you know? You already
That's
told them your
impossible.
idea. You already told them your idea.
I'm actually going to stream the whole idea while I'm doing it.
It
That's how I'm
doesn't
gonna sell
matter. You didn't protect it. So
How do you know, George? I'm not. I haven't given my whole idea out.
Yes, you did.
No. What's the title then?
That title's irrelevant. It's the story that's the meat and potatoes of it.
Well, okay. What's the end?
What do you mean?
He died.
He died.
I didn't say he. I said that like
You
some
did
characters
say-
could die.
You said he died. You said
no.
he died.
I didn't say. I know. I said some characters in their hero story arcs die.
Yes.
Yes, but you also said about your character when you were describing your character. Well, the difference between in a revenge and avenging story is that he doesn't care if he dies. So you're saying he dies.
Yeah, but no, there's a difference if he doesn't care if he dies and actually dies. Like, for example, does Rambo care if he dies? No. Does he actually die? No.
Yes, he does.
Rambo never dies.
Did you see the last movie?
No, I haven't actually. Did he die?
I guess
George, did you just spoil the last movie for me, bro?
you just spoiled the last movie.
George, you're ruthless tonight, bro. You tear down my comic book ideas. You tear down my open boxing. You tear down Rambo.
We're still just looking at it. We didn't say anything about.
So he has a nice little personal note to his treasured backers. That's cool. Let's see though. Ooh, it is hand signed. It is hand signed, not printed.
Nice.
That's an unusual signature, bro. How's that an MC? Wow.
I call it liberal.
I see it. There's an M. I don't see the C at all.
It goes back and then forth.
And there's a whole lot of back and forth. It looks like WS.
No.
Personally.
No, so there's the M and the M goes back, up and forward, and then he does a little loop-de-loop.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Onward and upward. Awesome. And let's see if there's any updates. I'll read this later.
All right.
Ooh, he's got some nice reflective covers, like kind of like dragon style, I guess.
Yes.
Prism.
Wild Tales.
That's not the plastic. That's actually the cover that has that rainbow reflection in it. So it's a prism, I guess. Wow, and it's actually starred off the center.
Nice. Hopefully it's not chrome plated either. That'll damage the spine.
Whoa. And that's something I thought would be fun to do is a decoding ring, an exclusive decoding cipher. But I realized how expensive decoding rings are these days. They aren't cheap. And the whole process isn't cheap anymore. It's like $20 a decoding ring. So I got 2 books. Issue 1 and issue 2. That's awesome. I hope they're signed. That's what I need to do is start backing signed tiers. So this one is looks like the prism on it is just all over the place instead of like the other one where it was a center and blew out. This one's just all over the place. That's so interesting looking. I don't know if it matches the style, but it's fun. What do you think about the art style, Dinale?
I mean, it looks good. I think I believe we interviewed him before, a couple years back when he was working on the book. So
sweet.
Yeah.
And okay, so it's a Rubicon comic. Interesting.
Don't cross the Rubicon.
Interesting. Very cool. Comes with a nice reusable sleeve and backboard.
I like those reusable sleeves where you can just put it down.
I like the color combinations, the red and the blue, so you can separate the two. Oh, did you guys see that the other day? So I was showing on my stream. I got the John Malin. Was it the Graveyard? Like the Rebirth pack or something like that.
The 3-pack.
Yeah, the Vision and the 1 and 2 or issue 1 and 2.
Yeah, I got that.
And if you put the 2 comics together, the covers combined create one scene. Did you know that, George?
Oh no, I didn't. I gotta look into that.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that the other day, and I was like, dude, that's sweet. So yeah, issue 2, I think it's issue 2 and 3, right? If you go like that, they combine a one image scene, which would be kind of cool for like a setup for a poster, like on a wall or something, to be displayed.
That's cool.
I think it'd be fun to get a spinner rack. Do you have a spinner rack, George?
No.
Oh, do you have one, Denali?
I don't have the space for it. I used to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see they take space.
I got one from the local Walgreens when they were closing. They gave they were say, here, take everything that you don't need. Like, can I get the spinner rack?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I never thought about that. That's a great idea. Like, yeah, hit up like a place that's closing that has like spinner racks in it because they sell magazines and gift cards and stuff like that,
Yep.
and postcards. Like, that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. Got it cheap as well, and the comics that they still had there at that time.
Yeah, sorry for the light. It hits it really bad.
Mm.
The ring light. Yeah. Hey
That's cool.
George, is there a way to set up the light so it doesn't do that? Is there like a filter I can use, or 'cause I tried putting a filter on, but then I just couldn't get it right. It would just I don't know.
Do you know your science? The angle of the incidence equals the angle of reflection.
Yeah, I tried doing that where you point the ring light up, and it still caught a reflection somehow, and it was
Okay.
still pointing at the damn ceiling. I don't understand.
So, well,
Keep doing it.
I was
That's all
gonna
you can do.
say right there is a good angle where it's not hitting the light. Actually, yeah, that's perfect right there. And we actually see the
If I can't get closer, oh yeah, I can.
yeah.
So, what do you guys think about the whole Prism books? Bringing that back because I haven't seen that in comics before, besides CG. Because I just got into comics when I got into
Mm,
CG. Is this something that's common in comics back in the day, or is this actually
the,
something that was rare?
it it depends. I mean, in the '90s, this it was a gimmick. It was considered gimmicky, kind
Really?
of like kind of like the Chrome thing as well. It's like get this, but it also was bad because that tends to ruin, you know, the covers and all that stuff. It doesn't last that long, so it devalues.
Mm,
It's kind of like remember the old X-Men holographic cards.
I remember holographic cards like baseball cards and stuff like that,
Yeah, similar to that.
and Pokemon cards.
Yeah, popular in the
uh,
'90s. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
Um,
it's like for example, if you're ever going to do a Chrome cover book, don't do it because it actually breaks the spine and it devalues the comic.
yeah, and I can see it breaking the chrome too.
Mm-hmm.
Also, dude, I know it's really sad. They got so there's a new thing coming around that they have to work on is these metal covers. Someone's doing metal printed covers, and I got one of those comics, and it's not finished well. And
Yeah.
because it's not finished well and the way it's glued on there, the pages of the comic actually came unglued.
Yeah.
And I was just like, whoa, like,
Be-
ooh.
because it's two process. It's the metal cover, and then they have to bend it, and then they would have to do the binding. And if the printer doesn't know how to do the binding, you get that issue.
It was just it was strange.
That's why you don't see metal covers. You can probably see metal hard covers, because it's similar binding structure, but
It,
outside, but a floppy metal cover, it's not worth it.
no, it's like they took like a perfect bound book
Mm-hmm.
and they just took the guts of the comic out of the perfect bound, so it was just
Yeah.
all glued together,
Mm-hmm.
and then took the metal bound and glued that to the top.
Right.
And so there was no actually binding for the metal, and it just showed raw paper, like glue. And
Yeah.
I was like, "Whoa, that's a bad finish." If you actually had the spine finishing out, like in a book stand, like in a bookshelf, you would just see the glued pages.
Yeah. That was like a shortcut, and
Yeah, and I was like,
and that was, and, the sad thing about it is most people say, well, then it's the printer's fault. No, the printer will always give you a print copy so you know what you're getting, and you would have to ultimately approve it. So the person who
"Hmm,
did that approves that.
oh wow, oh, I'll have to figure out what that's about." He uses color in some spots and uses color no color here, so I have to figure out what that's about. It must be like a memory or
Flashback.
something. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Flashback, exactly. Oh, so he does have a decoder. I don't think it's a ring. Well, it says it's a ring,
Order
but
today. No.
but then Is the ring? Can you not put your finger through it when the seal's on?
I don't think it's a ring that you wear. I think it's one of those turn the knobs kind of deal.
Mm, that's fun.
Mm.
That's strange. Well, he
Reminds
says.
me.
Go ahead.
It reminds me of the that what was that TV show? Christmas Story, where they're all
Mm-hmm.
hung gun hold for the Dakota ring, and the narrator saying, Captain whatever is giving me an important message. What do I need to tell? And they spell out, and he says, "Be sure to buy bubble gum at your local pharmacy store."
Or
That was
eat your Wheaties. You know.
I thought it
exactly.
was Ovaltine. I thought it was drink your Ovaltine or
Yeah,
something.
drink your Ovaltine. And it's like, what? What a ripoff.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know about solid state lightning contact.
Yeah, remember to drink your Ovaltine. Uh,
So that's interesting.
you know what the sad thing about that is? Like, if TNT or whatever channel does the Christmas Story marathon where they just do Christmas Story throughout the whole day, people are gonna say, "Oh, this is just another example of white supremacy because you're showing a typical white family and everything."
Man, like one day they're not going to show that movie anymore.
Exactly.
That's it's not the greatest movie, but it's still something. I don't know. Like every kid should grow up watching. Maybe I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
What about It's a Wonderful Life?
They don't even show that anymore,
What's
George.
that one about?
It's the
You,
quintessential.
you don't know It's a Wonderful Life? Really?
I've heard the name, but I have to remember the movie. If you describe it real quick.
George Bailey,
He
Savings
doesn't.
and Loan,
No, no.
The
Describe.
Angel.
If you can sing it, George, come on, you can do it. Describe it, George baby.
I just
Oh,
did.
Yeah. It's basically the guy who said, "What if I was never born?" And he sees how the world would be without him, and he says, "Oh, then it was a good thing that I was actually around."
oh, that's an interesting movie.
Yeah, and then what at the end where he picks up his son or kid, he says, "Look, look, a bell ring." He's like, "That's how you know the angels got their wings."
Oh,
Yeah.
huh. Shoot. There's probably a lot of things I saw as a kid, but didn't realize what I was watching at the time.
Slacker.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ja. I wasn't paid. Okay, George. I wasn't paid to be watching that movie, so I didn't pay attention.
Jimmy Stewart, yeah.
uh, yeah. So, well, it's interesting. He puts an offer for a decoder ring, but I don't see where the actual thing is to buy it.
It could be just a lark, you know.
No, the decoder ring is real. I don't know if you got the tier that includes the decoder ring in your package.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
No, I like it. I like it. I like the thickness of the cover, and the pages are actually really thick for interior pages. Wow, that's nice.
Which is good because it means that the ink won't rub away when you're touching it.
And he did a really good job on light colors, so it's not heavy on the ink. Because I remember someone having a problem with being really dark comic, and then having an issue with heavy ink, and having that. Oh,
Greg says, "I haven't seen it all the way though, but I do know the story of it. It's a Wonderful Life." Didn't Nicolas Cage also do a remake of A Wonderful Life? It was called Family Man.
Oh, really? I don't know
Yeah,
Nicolas
anything
Cage.
about it.
Yeah, he did. What do you guys think about that actor, Nicolas Cage? Some people like him, some people don't. I thought he's not a bad. I didn't regard to his politics. I just enjoyed his movies, and they were outrageous. All of his movies are outrageous.
well, was
I think Nicolas Cage would have made a great Superman.
yeah.
Really? I remember that at one point in time that
Well,
he was actually there was pictures of him on the internet going around in a Superman costume.
yeah, Kevin Smith was working on that movie at that time.
Yeah, it's a good thing that it never happened, don't you think?
Yeah, with what's going on with Kevin Smith.
Wow. So it's kind of interesting because Nicolas Cage was a hungry actor at the beginning, and you could tell that, and he actually acted well. But I don't know, sometimes in the '90s, which coincided the loss of his hair, he must have been on super drugs and basically just didn't give a crap and
He's
started
like,
doing
I'm
all the
bigger
bad.
than Tom Cruise.
Bigger than Tom Cruise. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Whoa, that's interesting.
Mm.
So this is the first I've seen is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pages with no word bubbles. All just describing a scene.
Well, if they did a good composition and you can understand the story without words, then he did his job well.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You don't have to. Here's a lesson: you don't have to put word bubbles in scenes if you don't have to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if your art can capture the moment and tell the thousand words with just the art, then you're good to go. Oh, this is fun. This is fun art. Yeah, I'm really glad I backed this. This is one of the ones I'm gonna back. I'm definitely gonna back this creator again. Actually, I guess he's a publisher. I think he does it all for Rubicon Comics.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
look at the credits.
Are credits usually on the first page? Created,
Usually,
but
yeah,
it just okay. Yeah, so published by Matt Krutz. Yeah.
yep.
Oh, by Advanced Guard Publishing. Well, he's got his copyright logo. All rights
Yep.
reserved. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So he's legit. I could talk to him how he got that done. Oh, it's registered in all countries and categories.
That's
Cool.
trademark. That's called.
That's the trademark there.
Yeah, that's what it says. All it says in the Kyrie logo, which
Would be the logo, Kyrie.
right, which I haven't seen that yet.
Look at the cover.
I
It's
did.
it's it's
Do you think it's that right there?
yeah. Wild
That
Tales of
that
Kyrie.
that's
That's the logo.
that's the logo or not the? I would have thought the logo
That's
would have been something else.
no, that's the logo. See in the back logo.
Hmm. Hmm. So he's got
Look
new
at book
people
two.
working on the. Hmm?
Yeah, look at book two. Look at the cover of book two. See, Wild Tales of Kyrie logo.
Oh wow, I haven't seen that before.
Hmm?
Um, see, he just uses wild tales of, and he just uses the issues to signify what story it is, instead of like for example, Nasser. He does like was it Nasser or a story by Nasser or something like that, and he has the titles changes everything underneath it. So I guess Nasser's logo is Nasser.
No, Nazar doesn't have a logo. He has to change everything.
Oh, I don't know.
Unlike here, Wild Tales of Kyrie is his logo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. So I'm excited, dude. Hmm. He's having a lot of fun with this comic book. I don't know. There's he has a movie poster in the back of this one.
Nice.
You know, it's like it's even rated PG-13, which is like, I guess.
Throwing out the idea.
Pardon?
He's throwing out the idea, seeding the idea. Maybe a Hollywood producer will come by it and look at the back.
Interesting. Interesting the way to see how people feel their comics a bit differently. This, like to me, this is the older style, having
Mm-hmm.
like the advertising in there. Where, like for example, I was going through a John Malin's, and his is just straight every. It's just all John Malin stuff, so there's no advertising really in there. It's just straight to the comics, where he's having like the old school advertising feel to it. But dang, this is a nice comic. He really wanted to produce a nice product.
Yep.
Because I don't think some of the other comics aren't printed this nice. Like it's actually really, really good paper. Wow, and a lot of extra ink too. Like for example, all his margins are
Mm-hmm.
actually cream colored. That's ink. Because these are white pages here. So there's a difference. Like they actually paid for someone to color in his margins cream color, or that off white eggshell, I guess you can say. Which is wow. Why would you do that? Give the page more of a feel to, I guess.
Yeah, it'll give a different expression compared to the other pages, a more prestige look.
Mm-hmm.
So
Separates the
that
story. Yeah.
so you won't notice it.
Whoa. Wow, he got a whole new artist for the second one. I forgot about that. He was talking about how he had to get a new artist, and it looks from, for example, these horses and
Mm-hmm.
this chariot. To these horses and that chariot, that's completely different. And wow, that's so strange. Like I'm just looking at the whole page, for example. For some reason, this panel is all square on the corners,
Mm-hmm.
and then he used round on that one. And yeah, like so strange. And he's doing the exact same thing, separating
So
separating I don't know what to call that. Scenes.
Why don't you invite him on the stream? Ask him what his thoughts are on the book.
Oh, I could do that. That'd be a great idea, George. I didn't think about having be able to do that. I didn't. That'd be cool if he totally accept that invite.
Well, reach out on Twitter, see if he's available.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'd interview. Yeah, it'd be fun to interview the creator for a bit about his book. That would be fun. I gotta do that with you, George. Tear you apart with your book. Jesus Christ.
You haven't read the book yet.
I did read the book, George. It took me like 3 weeks.
did you read all of the stories?
Wasn't able to like. I got like I don't know how many pages in, like 70 pages in, and I couldn't read all that little tiny in between print, bro. All that little tiny filler stuff on each page was overwhelming.
Magnifying glass not included. Sorry.
Yeah, dude, that was so rough. Oh my gosh, George. There's like
you you still have to do. That's the first story. He actually snuck in two more stories.
no, there's 3 stories. Yeah, yeah, I've read
Yeah.
all 3. I've gone through and done the whole flipping and reading that person who was in the jail person who was stuck in the vase or the genie lamp. I read her
Yeah.
story. I forgot her
Mistake.
name.
Mistake.
Yeah, mistake. Thank you. Read her story. Read Joe's story. And then there's another story. Who else stories in there?
The fish hook story.
There's there's so many goddamn. That's what I mean, George. Your comic hurts my book. It's too much at once. Did you think about that, George?
No, it's not too much at once. You just
It's
pick
too much at once, dude.
you just
That's
choose what you want to read.
Exactly. Choose your own plot line.
it's too much at once, George. Like you can't. I want to be able to sit a comic. Maybe like spend like a couple hours. Like an hour and a half just going through like a quick comic. But no, George, like you gotta take a moment and then let the universe go around you as you read George's book.
What wasn't it? Wasn't it that you could read like the fourth panel in every page and it'll make sense?
I didn't know that. Oh my gosh.
I mean, for his second book, what's going to be amazing. You can read his book forward and backward. Like you can start from the last page and go to the first page, and it'll
Hey,
be a
okay,
complete book.
George, do you understand the hero's arc or whatever it is? Because Joe doesn't.
How you figure?
I read that book, bro. He didn't go anywhere.
Uh,
You know what I mean, George. They didn't go anywhere, dude.
Do you know what Joe's hero's journey was?
No, he didn't do anything. He just flew around and was just like, I work here, I work here, and I work here, and I work here.
He's been trying to get the milks and eggs. That's his whole journey.
He does. No one pays him. He just does it for free. I don't see any money transactions at all. I read your comic, George. He didn't go anywhere. He just he crash landed. Okay, that's not going somewhere if you crash.
Where did he crash?
It was that one planet, dude. They crashed right into it. With that one creature, that one creature he was fighting that he absorbed into his cape. I didn't realize he could. I totally forgot he could do that. Like anything he touches, anything the cape touches, it absorbs its ability. Like anything.
That's so funny.
I don't think that's in the story. I think
Yeah, because doesn't he become that creature in the very end? Like the cape has the ability to do anything, if I remember correctly.
No, the cape just allows him to fly and has a lot of pockets.
Right, and if in a certain situation, if Joe had to reach in there and become an air bubble, he totally could somehow become an air bubble. If the cape was like, "This is the time for you to become an air bubble,"
Are you saying that the cape is his TARDIS?
that never happened.
that's how I read the story. That the cape provided what Joe needed at the time.
He got
He just
himself a big rubber ducky so he can go to the surface.
I didn't realize that Joe actually thought of the stuff he was pulling out of the cape. I thought the cape provided what Joe just reached in, and the cape provided. Oh, like kind of like the Felix kind of like bag of tricks. Oh, Joe was thinking about all the stuff he wanted to do. That's a whole nother level.
From the Spectator, German euthanasia clinics refusing unvaccinated customers.
Okay, what?
Wait a minute. German euthanasia
Clinics
euthanasia clinics.
That's
refusing.
real?
Yes, refusing unvaccinated customers.
Wait a minute. German euthanasia clinics.
Yes.
We don't have those in Canada and America.
Wait, let me say it again one more time, please. German euthanasia
Clinics.
Is it just a giant oven?
Refusing unvaccinated customers.
German euthanasia clinics.
refusing unvaccinated customers.
Okay, I'm going to say this one more time.
Hey, somebody clip this. Ready? We're ready, George.
German euthanasia.
You messed it up, George. Try again.
German euthanasia clinics.
You
You
can't.
messed up again, George.
You can't stop. Come on.
Okay,
Take a deep breath.
You got to share screen because I don't believe this. Share screen. There's no freaking way there this business actually exists.
Okay.
Gosh.
Okay.
German euthanasia clinics.
You'd be surprised what's in Europe, George. They're ahead of the game. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. They're just a test bed for us.
German euthanasia clinics refuse. Yep, that's right there. Holy shit!
There you go.
So they are afraid to take someone in who wants to die because
They were
he will
unvaccinated.
because he will die.
That's where we live these days, George. That's the world.
That's I don't know how to take that. I just German euthanasia clinics.
I heard Europe is not the best place right now, bro. That's
Well,
what I heard.
If they have German euthanasia clinics, where
For only vaccinated people.
can you please say it one more time? Can you guys say it so I can hear it? Just say the words.
No, that word's too big for me.
German
Euthanasia?
clinics refusing unvaccinated customers.
All right. I just wanted to make sure.
I saw a funny YouTube short today about how
Mhm.
most European countries
Mhm.
all use very similar word to the word hospital. Pretty much all sounds the same. You can go anywhere in Europe and go like hospital, and people are like, we kind of understand you need help. But everybody's like looking. It was this big map. Everybody looking at Germany. Germany's like looking at them with a big face, and he just smiles and goes, "Krankenhaus." I guess that's what they call their hospitals is Krankenhaus.
No, German hospitals is euthanasia clinics.
Yes. Free. They have free medical care. I wonder why.
Yeah.
It's
You have to spend $1,000 to come in, but service is free.
yeah, put a copay.
Yeah, just sign here on the bottom. At the bottom right.
Oh, dude! So I saw
Yeah.
something interesting. Somebody actually got smart and decided to make caskets out of mushrooms instead of wood.
Yeah, I heard about that. That is so that the body and the casket decompose into the ground.
It's actually like, wow. It took us that long to figure out that maybe we should start doing that a long time ago instead of putting people in these boxes that have like these jewels and this velvet lining and these curtains and
Well,
pillows and
they
down
need
comforters and
they need
whatever else that goes in one of those.
they need to be comfortable. Heading towards
Warm.
the afterlife.
I want an AC unit, motherfuckers. keep me on the chill side.
I want a lifetime a subscription to Netflix.
I want a little monitor playing YouTube on my headstone all day long. Oh gosh. No, yeah. Oh yeah. Europe's crazy, dude. They have euthanasia clinics and
Euthanasia clinics, unbelievable.
to me, I thought that
I'd
was
seen
food.
I thought I'd seen it all. This really takes the cake.
Wait till you see my comic book, George. uh, oh gosh, that's interesting. Yeah, yeah. Dang.
Euthanasia clinics.
So wait, George, what book are you working on right now?
Joe King, book 2.
I thought book 2 was done and shipped.
I'm just no. I haven't gone to press yet.
Oh, you haven't? So it's still available to order?
Nope.
No.
Nope. I stopped
Oh,
taking orders.
okay. Okay.
I was doing some polish on it, and then I said, you know what? I'm going to squash and stretch this area, this area, and I'm going to put this piece of this illustration in there.
Oh,
And
cool.
that's what I'm doing.
See, like book 1, it was only supposed to be 95 pages, and then he stretched it out to 200,
120.
120. Feels like
Okay.
200.
Okay. What? You said it was originally supposed to be 90?
Yeah, it was originally
Okay.
it was supposed to be 90. You stretched out to
96. 96.
100, fine, 96, and he stretched it out to 120, even though it feels like a 200-page book.
Why are your comics so have so many pages, George, compared to like I guess you can say like I don't know, counter like standard comics. Like for example, this comic.
Because I adhered to a higher principle.
And he doesn't have to fight egos, except his own.
I'm my own worst enemy.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And because he can do it.
And the European books specifically uh, run about 196 to 200 pages.
It's that kind of format over there.
Yeah, they do one big book every year.
Oh, oh. Are you serious?
Yep.
And the
And
quality of the books are like yours, George?
sometimes they're even better, higher quality.
Wow.
George doesn't compare. George is on his own league. But
That's about.
yeah. But their comic books are going strong in Europe.
We still have 10 people watching us. That's spectacular, man.
Yeah, because we're now being a podcast with a hot chick. A green hot chick.
Oh yeah, that thumbnail is probably the first thing people see.
Yeah, go to Twitter and say, check out this green chick.
Mm.
This is still rough, by the way. All
Yeah, it
this
looks great. You're really good, George.
This is still rough.
How many comics are you working on right now? 2?
What do you mean 2? I'm only working on 1.
Oh, I thought you were working on with Denali. I thought, or so the mask.
No, that's his book.
Oh,
I'm helping guide his book.
oh, okay.
He's got his own system of artists and stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yep. So don't forget to sign up for the immortalmask.com.
Yes, the
And
mask.
yep. And follow us on Twitter and everything else. So we can continue giving you insightful.
You can put the links in the chat, because you have the power.
I have the power.
That was great earlier. The accidental ending the stream.
Yeah, it's such a Dinale move,
Classic. That's like where'd they go?
Well, he said, "Don't be 2 of you," and I press end.
Yeah. He takes his job seriously, George. Okay, your instructions must be clear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't cross the streams. Don't end.
You know what's interesting to think about? If we ever go to Mars, you know how popular these are going to be? Or actually, I don't know. Maybe people want digital versions to read something on the way there. Do you
Yeah.
guys think we'll be able to make it to Mars within Elon Musk lifetime?
Let's see. If you sleep, your journey to Mars is going to take what, a year and a half?
I don't know. I heard. I thought it was 20 years, but I guess it's a lot less.
No,
No.
that's 20 years if you're using conventional gas. You have to have a gas station every, was it 100,000 miles?
Right.
So who's going to have a gas station in space?
Unless they're setting up like orbital satellites.
I don't.
That
Yeah, I didn't know there was an update that only took a year and a half.
Well, how many gas stations are they going to have to set up in space?
I don't know. I just remember that speeding up wasn't a problem with slowing down. How do you slow down?
You turn the ship around and you continue the thrust.
yeah. Woody Woodpecker showed us that
Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah. Did you see the movie night on Saturday?
No.
Oh, you missed a really funny one. Oh gosh. There's a whole scene. You know the movie Jurassic Park where they had the animated DNA giving you a breakdown of what's going on.
Yeah, Mr. DNA.
Yeah, Mr. DNA. Well, Mr. Woodpecker, Woody Woodpecker, was doing the same thing in the movie that we roasted. Woodpecker, Woody Woodpecker. I kid you not.
What are you trying to say, George?
Well, you got to watch this. Got to watch the movie night and see it for yourself.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't think there's any clever names right now for kid cartoons. Woody the Woodpecker. Oh gosh. Last time I remember seeing kids cartoons, they were pretty bad. Like they just had these just all the main characters weren't like human shaped anymore. They were these alien looking shapes and unusual shaped things. It just was so confusing looking at them, and then the stories they were in were just so strange.
Woody Woodpecker. Ah, there you go.
I'm trying to remember that character.
Google it.
Did he have like a collar like a turtleneck looking thing like a yellow collar?
Okay, wait a minute. And Denali.
Hmm.
Okay, you got to put the actual hyperlink. You can't just put the username. They can't click on it then.
Oh,
Okay.
that's interesting. I wonder why people stopped doing that, using animals as characters. We had Woody the Woodpecker, we had Roger Rabbit, we had Bugs Bunny, um, we had that mouse.
Which one? Speedy Gonzales,
Yeah,
Mighty
Speedy
Mouse.
Gonzales. Yep, yep. The Coyote, and something I guess kids could relate to. I know it was kind of racist. Maybe that's why they stopped doing it. They-
They didn't think Speed Gonzalez racist. Mexicans thought he was an awesome character.
that's what I personally thought.
It's only, you know, You start thi-
SJWs.
yeah, problematic. If you have a problem with it, the problem starts with you, not with the creation.
And that's how you get cartoons with characters that have no shape to them. Because then there's nothing to hate on. There's no wow.
That's why they're called Cal Art, California Art.
Oh, I didn't know that. I never heard of that term before. Cow art.
Yes,
It's so strange living in California and like
it's a different. It's a socialistic world over there.
that's what I mean. It's so strange because I don't see that. Like I live in San Diego and everybody around me is just working class people.
Oh, I was in San Diego a few years ago. What part of
Yeah.
San Diego?
Northern County. So
Okay. Let me rephrase that. You know where the San Diego Power Building, where they have that stripe going across. It's, the electric company.
Hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
like SDG&E.
Yeah, the electric company for San Diego. They have
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this huge stripe, that light up stripe that goes across around the building.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that there was one. They had a building like that in San Diego.
Yeah. It's the power, the San Diego Power.
But yes, go ahead.
Okay, from that point, am I looking north, east, west, south?
Oh, I don't know the building.
Okay,
Yeah, we used
you know where San Diego Comic Con is.
yes.
Okay,
I know the convention center. Yeah,
okay,
I'm north of the convention center.
you're north. How far
Yeah,
north?
25 miles.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Carlsbad, so it's a small town, and we have our own power plant. That's why I was confused. Like we have our own power plant. It got shut down, but yeah, we have our own power plant.
You have your own power plant, but it got shut down.
Yeah, because it's old, so it's not up to date, and they've converted it over to a desalination plant where they convert salt water to fresh water. So we're using SDG now, and the power plant's being used as a desalination plant.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it was too small. Carlsbad ended up growing too big for that little power plant. So it was just they couldn't update it and keep it up. It was just an old thing. And same thing with the other power plant. I don't know if you ever heard the ones that they called the big boobs up there in Camp Pendleton. They shut that was a nuclear power plant, and they shut that one down because it just was too old. There's literally like these two big round buildings with these two tops on it, and from the freeway, it just looked like two giant boobs. It was awesome. Then it was on the beach, so all the girls in the bikinis. It just was like, yep, 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 yep. So I'm north of Mike. Dun, dun, dun. Mike.
I mean, Mike docked himself so many times. We all know what his address is.
Yeah, it's right. It's right beside the kumquat tree.
Yeah.
Same thing with Marty Bear. He docked himself so many times. We know where he is as well.
Wow, that's such a naive thing to do. To walk around your neighborhood directly from your house and just start videotaping, like live.
Yes.
I didn't think about like how naive that would be, and especially if you're just walking around on the street, like just following the street and just where all the street signs are.
Yeah. Oh, there's your street, your house address on there. Well, we know where it is.
But yeah,
And the sad thing is, we told the guys, like, dude, don't do that. And he
you
goes,
guys are very internet smart. You know how the street smart? I guess it's not.
yeah,
I guess it's digital. I don't know if it's street smart on the internet, but something else.
we're
Welcome
we're
to
we're
Street
we're,
View.
we're no, we're the new brand of con man. We get your confidence.
The new stuff, yeah. We're after your NFTs, guys.
Yeah. PJ
Okay.
going to bed but leaving you guys on. That's cool.
Did you see
Cool.
my NFTs that I'm selling?
No, George, please show us.
Cyber smart.
Please show us. What are you doing there?
I'm doing a light
A light
effect.
show. I see that. Is she a stripper now?
No,
It looks like she's in a nightclub.
Tell me a bedtime story, Denali. Well, once upon a time, there was a man called Seth, and he had big dreams that he one day would be on the Starship Enterprise, and it came true because he was a red shirt ensign of the engineering team.
I almost went to sleep. That was good. That was good. Almost got me.
I had to stop. Everybody was falling down, sleeping.
Yes, it is.
we have 12 people watching.
Yeah, what are you doing, George? I see stuff moving on your screen, but I don't
He,
see things
he
added
he's
to your
he's
screen.
he's manipulating the light.
Are
See,
you
look at the light. He's
I'm
manipulating the light.
okay? Like to me, it looks like he has a flashlight and he's just holding it on the page. Is he actually manipulating light? Like, I don't see
No,
anything.
this
Yeah.
is not a flashlight.
It looks like a flashlight, George.
That's artwork. That's artwork.
That's a light source. That's artwork.
Yes.
Dinale, do you have a link to the NFTs that I?
You're gonna show your
Yeah, let's show our guest here. You know the quality of NFTs.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I hear people saying it's the new thing to invest in, and I'm guessing it's not the new thing to invest in for everybody.
It's like, well, it's in.
Just show 'em.
Just show.
Just show them.
I'm in anticipation right now. I'm clueless this NFT thing, and like, what is George about to show me? Because I can never tell with George what he's about to do. That's an NFT. For
Okay, make the window, make the screen big. Wow, that's really cool. You can do that.
what'd you do?
Make the screen big. Denali, show the whole thing.
Okay.
Oh, he layered it on top of you.
Yeah, he did. That was cool. I couldn't do that before.
I don't think he knows how he did that.
Yeah, I don't think. Give me 1 second.
So wait, George, you drew that?
There you
Yeah.
go.
Look at the price point.
I don't get it. You have to buy digital currency to buy it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at the price point.
I'm looking at it, but my brain isn't working, George. What does it say?
It's nine.
So how much is one credit if you're I don't know.
No. He's asking for what is it? Ethereum.
Was it Ethereum?
Ethereum. So he's asking for 900 Ethereum, which is equating to $4,244.49.
No.
No, that's 4 million, bro.
Oh, sorry, 4 million.
Yeah, that's why I'm like confused. Like, what's one Ethereum right now?
I don't know.
So George, how's that going for you?
Oh, I'm still waiting for a buyer.
Okay.
Okay, show him the other one.
All right.
Whoa.
So,
Okay, George, you made fun of me for a spite stuff. Is this real?
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
You're not doing that for spite?
Hey, if somebody wants to buy my NFTs, they're gonna have to pay for it.
Can I buy like a pixel of the NFT, like a part of it? Like, I know there's a million pixels in there, George. So I get like four. Can I get like $4 and get one pixel?
I'm gonna, you know, as soon as Dinale finishes showing these NFTs off, I'm gonna educate you and the entire world about NFTs and all that stuff, and
There you go.
then you're going to realize just how bullshit all this is.
I still
Same.
want one pixel. If I could get
Okay.
one pixel for $4, I'll be stoked. I think it's gonna
All
be
right.
worth something like in 10 years.
All right.
One pixel.
Okay. Let's see. Show the last one, please.
Wait, you have a third one?
Yeah, you have a third one.
I like the first one better, George. This one looks a little different. Like the drawing, it's so different. How you
Yes.
can draw your girl so differently.
That's called being an artist.
You're a jerk, George. Some people only have one style, and they're famous for it. What
that
is
means
that?
A flaming head mummy. What do you think it is?
Yeah, but how did you think of that? They went from goth angel chick to her taking her clothes off to now goth mummy chick. Is that a chick? Or is that a dude?
It's just a mummy.
That's just a mummy. Hey, are mummies all females? Because it kind of sounds like mommy.
Just an ordinary mummy sitting here on Capitol Hill.
All right, I have to ask. What do you think they call mummies? Like, that has nothing to do with... You know, if I looked at that thing, I don't think I would call it a mummy.
What would you call it?
A zombie, probably. Look at that fucking zombie. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'd call it a mummy, though. If I saw it like a... esophagus, is that what it's called?
I think it's called mummy because it's mummified in terms of pickling.
Oh,
isn't that weird to consider that mummy means pickled human?
Yeah.
oh, that is getting weird now.
Okay, Dinale. I
What?
want you to type in your Google search. Bring up Google the way you're sharing right now. Bring up Google. And type in $1 million website. With a $1 million website, you click on it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to explain to you something on why the NFTs are total bullshit. This guy here, he did the $1 million website. Brent, can you find out when did this happen? When's the publication date on this website?
Yeah, Jordan, I can see your NFT in the corner
2005.
over there.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to destroy your idea of the NFTs and digital currency and all that stuff. The $1 million website that you see here, he sold each pixel for $1. There's 1 million pixels in here that make up all this artwork. Every pixel that you see here, he sold.
Okay,
So
that's
you're
a brilliant idea.
Yeah, 2005. This is real digital currency.
How do you think he got the attraction for people to visit his website? Or do you think people were just like, I'll spend $1 on your...
I remember this. I remember this when it was
Wasn't
actually
this in
happening.
MySpace?
Yeah.
This was during the era of MySpace.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. I wasn't on the internet then.
Coca-Cola thought it was great, so they bought themselves quite a few pixels. Every pixel is purchased.
There's no way, dude. There's a Chippendales. I wonder how many of how many businesses are on there that don't exist anymore.
Brent, can you hit the Control Plus button on your keyboard so you can zoom in?
Amazon.
Yeah.
Can you zoom in? Can you do the Control Plus to zoom in? Is it possible?
So, George, why haven't you done this? Is this your fucking website, George?
No, it's not.
This is your website, isn't it? This is something you would do.
Zoom in a little more so we can see a little more detail.
Every pixel is purchased, but I don't understand. How is he not overlaying on top of people?
What are you talking about?
You know, it seems like some of them would they would overlay on top somehow.
No,
on top of another advertisers.
No, he's just He's just a clever designer. He made it all fit like a jigsaw puzzle.
How many websites do you think this guy's opened up, dude, to do this? How many times do you think he's done this?
I,
He's only got
it's
13,000 followers.
it's all it's all right in front of you. What do you mean? How many? It's all right in front of you. They're all there.
And
You
all
got them.
these are active links.
Well, like for example, if you typed in a $2 million website, would that come up?
No, no.
Oh, okay. No way. Someone bought free. That's all he did was free. There's some good ones on there.
Yeah, there's still more. Find where Coca-Cola is, Dinale.
There's a Mac. Lust.
You have to remember, this is back in 2005.
I was a kid, dude. I was in high school.
So all these companies and all that stuff.
There's
This
an
is
M&M.
this
No,
is
maybe it's not M&M.
this is literally a snapshot of commerce back in 2005.
That's historical.
Yes, it is.
No way is a Win Xbox 360. I wonder what happens when you click on that. Are these active? Can you click on one of these and it
Yeah,
shoots you some?
they're all active.
They're all active. Well, some of them might be dead
No, no,
websites.
no, no, no. That was part of the purchase that you have to have. Yeah, the website's going to be up forever, or as long as
There's
the
like,
internet exists.
yeah, there's a SWAT. Oh, it says your connection is private. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the HTTPS. It has the original HTTP.
Someone has a for sale sign for their advertising. Or is that actually those tabs for sale? There's those little markers right there. Huh. Copy DVDs.
1,000 times 1,000. What do you get as a number?
I couldn't. So yes, eight zeros, 6,
The
7.
answer's a million.
I think it's. Is it
Oh.
10 million, George?
No.
The internet yellow pages.
1,000 pixels times 1,000 pixels is a million. That image there that Denali's scrolling through is 1,000 pixels wide, 1,000 pixels deep, and there's 1,000,000 pixels in that image.
There you go, eBay.
And he sold each of those pixels. Each pixel cost $1.
Why are you showing this to us, George?
Because you're talking about NFTs. I'm showing you what a real balls out
Grift is?
digital concept is. This right here. This is tangible. This is
how Google started their Google Ads.
And then is there? I wonder if he's got to add a revenue generator for every time a link is clicked.
Probably, yeah.
You know, I never would have heard about this website unless it was you, George. You're a jerk.
Sorry. Some people talk about history. Other people have walked through it.
Well, is it dead now? Since
No.
it's already all purchased?
No, it's active. That's the whole. That's
the whole
reason.
point.
That's the
That's
whole point.
Well, that's what I mean. Is it has the light burnt out on it now that it's all purchased?
Go
No.
to the FAQ.
Nah, I just got off.
Yeah.
I go to bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I guess knowing that it's like, oh, that's cool, but I would never use it.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's like, what time is it? Shit.
Yeah, George, you put in some time.
Oh, it's 2:00 in the morning. Holy smokes!
Yeah.
Time's flying when you're having fun, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We've been here for 3 hours, sir.
That was fun, George. It was fun,
Yeah.
Denali. Thank you.
Yeah, a 3-hour tour. A
And thanks,
3
chat.
hour
That was fun too.
exactly.
Let me share my actual screen.
It's like I forget about things, George. Like I understand now. Like they call it mummy because there's what was it called? Mummized? Mummified?
Mummified.
Oh,
Yes.
fine.
But even then, how do you come up with mummified? Why don't you just petrified?
Well, look
Because
at
they
the
didn't turn to stone. They're pickled. They're pickle human.
Oh, so they're like jerky.
Yes.
yes.
They're not like
They-
hard. Oh,
yeah.
God. I wonder what happens if you add water.
They rehydrate and then they fall apart.
George,
Yeah.
that looks fun, dude. Good job, man. Okay, so what size is she there? Is she 6 foot there?
This the full page. No.
What size is she there?
Well, you see that you see this. Okay, this is a full page in the book. Okay, full page in
Yes.
the book.
Yes.
You see this spaceship here.
Okay.
Okay, let me show you the details.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was a spaceship. I thought maybe it was like a flying light bulb. Oh, so it is like something something that could hold like 10 people.
Oh no, this is a spaceship. Uh, the height of this spaceship is I think like 20 feet, 25 feet.
Oh, I thought that was like a little like a 6x6, like little tiny troop transport.
No, no.
That's what it looks like. The little wheels on the side. Reminds
Let
me
me.
of um Matrix. How they have those like on their ships.
Hover pads.
Yeah.
Yeah, those that was a cool concept. I really liked the Matrix start the way they had a lot of fun with the
yeah.
technology.
Orville Nation. Very close. Very close. That's exactly why I have some green women in the comic because I'm making fun of Star Trek.
But you didn't answer the question. How big is she?
Oh well, I just gave you a reference. I
Well,
don't know.
yeah,
I
there's a
don't know. I
reference
don't know
right
the
there.
number. I don't know the
So
number.
20 feet high, 100. Holy shoot!
That's the ship. That's the ship. That's not her.
You could throw a hot dog down that hallway and it wouldn't hit any walls. She big girl, dude.
Okay,
She's the size of a moon.
Yeah, she's got gravity.
here's some
She's bringing you to her orbit.
here's some key art.
That's
Of,
a huge bitch.
When things collide, it goes supernova.
here's some key art regarding the ship.
Flash.
Well, okay. Since you use this word, George, I'm guessing this is all vector art.
Yes,
Like you can actually like
right there. You can pull
take
the
that.
points.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, that's no moon.
I can't believe, George, that you would render that thing in 3D. And is there an interior to that?
Yeah, there's interior
Yeah, there would be an interior.
right there.
Yeah, there would be an interior. How dare you? How dare you? Wow, George. Yeah, that's no moon. That's a double D's.
So let me see. So what is it? Half her hands? That ship?
A third of her hand.
Yeah. So we're looking like about 80 feet in the hands.
Okay, well let's just do the numbers. Fuck. Damn it.
George is the Leonardo da Vinci's of comics.
So that's like 25.
Okay.
So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. She's 35. 35 piece units at 25 feet each. What's the number there?
875.
So that's 8,000 8,000 feet.
There you go.
Are you sure you wanted it that big, George? This is the time to shrink her while you have a chance. So just saying.
This is the attack of the 8,000 feet woman.
And what's she in?
Oh, I haven't finished putting it together. There's a whole lot of stuff going on in the shot that I haven't. This is just a sketch. This is just a sketch.
I know, George.
She hulked up. That's what happened.
I haven't put in
This is
all,
She
all
Hulk.
the work. I haven't put in all the the. I still have to draw the background. I still have to draw the creatures that are floating around.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much. So much. But as Dinale said, it's like 1:45 in the morning here in Eastern Standard Time. And we still got 11 people watching.
Yep, you gotta keep them entertained, George. Keep on going. That's what they want.
No, it's better not to extend our welcome.
You're the host.
I have unlimited power.
I know, right? So, do you guys know more about that member feature?
We're just doing it right now.
How much control do people have?
Well, Denali's got full control.
Yeah, I actually can edit the title.
Can you add videos and do like a full-on adjust the way StreamYard features in the background? Like banners, change banners, add videos, all that? Well, my question is,
here's a banner. I did that. See?
Holy smokes! Listen to this. The stream that you killed, Dinale.
Yeah.
We had a top number of 27 people consecutive views.
Yep, and you
killed it.
Yes.
Yeah. That happens to the best, George.
Son of a bitch.
You'll get him back one day.
Okay, so you said you want me to try videos. I will try a video.
No. Okay, so what I'm curious about is getting StreamYard's premium,
Yes.
and then allowing people to use and sharing the account with people so we can use the most out of it.
Well, right. I have StreamYard's premium, and Dinale has admin access to do whatever I would do.
Yeah. So see, I put in the banner.
Right, but would you like for example, would you allow me to hey George, let me use your StreamYards for my show for 4 hours?
No, I don't think that works that way.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, can you host out? Can you? I don't know what the word is. Share out StreamYards with people and get the most out of it. Is StreamYards a good program for what it is?
Yeah, it's all right.
Because I can't find any other kind of streaming browser that's like StreamYards that can stream in high definition or at least 1080p.
Oh, say it again.
Because right now I have standard StreamYards, and so my streams on YouTube are at 720 for the people in the chat and people watching. So even though I have a 4K camera, I don't get the max out of it. You know what I mean?
So people can see your mistakes.
No, when I do my video game streams, the graphics when I share the screen, I lose quality and graphics when sharing the screen. And for video games, you're going for quality of graphics content. So, and it's just like in order to have people on at the same time as guests and chat and all that, I have to use StreamYards right now until, right now that's the only program I can think about using as a live web browser streamer that you can have guests on, right? Because I don't think you can do that with OBS. You can't have guests with OBS.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought that you had to do some crazy thing like Discord Yeah, there's some crazy thing you would have to do in order to get guests on for OBS and other
Well,
um, streaming software.
if I understood correctly, I mean, a couple years back you could do OBS without needing to do Discord, but I think some YouTube mucked it up, so you have to go through a third party thing.
Yeah, yeah. And then those people have to sign up to that third. Yeah, and it becomes their guest and chat. Where
Oh
StreamYard is very YouTube friendly.
yeah, OBS is good for video production. So if you were just gonna do a
Yeah.
video and you wanted to do effects and you be your own producer and everything, OBS is perfect for that. But if you want to have guests like we're having, then it's not that good.
George, are you subscribed to Smeek Peek's channel? Smugpug?
Who is there? Yeah, I think so. Isn't he the pause show
Yeah, yeah. He's the
guy?
new detective in town.
What's
Yeah,
he
yeah.
detecting of?
Well, I don't know. There's some CG drama, but I don't
Did
know
you
if you
see
guys
his
saw his
documentary?
the one he released today or yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah, the document he released it today.
Yeah, dude, like I didn't realize that
oh, he released it yesterday.
um Pug is pretty good at editing, dude,
Oh, okay.
and
I
narrating.
just
He's really good at
I,
putting stories together.
I say yesterday because we're already in
or
the
did you
new
see
day.
the work for him?
What?
Did you see the work he did for? Did you see the people? Did you see the people that did the work for him?
No.
I know what you mean, George. I know what you mean, but he still did editing. He still did a good
Are
job.
you sure? Did you see? Did you see where it says editing by in the credits?
No, I didn't. I didn't. Ooh.
Well, go look at the
Ooh. I have
credits.
to rewatch it now? He
Yes, you have to
pays
go look at
he's
the
a
credits.
he's a producer?
He-
We'll have to do our own investigations on the investigator.
that's why
Just
I'm
saying.
complaining. That's why I'm complaining on social media. He didn't pay me for my
Are you?
appearance.
Oh no. So now there's another CG drama in the unfolding as we speak.
Yes.
Live on this show. Released. Oh dang, George.
Detective Schmieg was so focused on finding the truth that he broke copyright.
Hey, maybe the Australian definition is different for copyright. You never know, George. They write things different over there. They're upside down.
Yeah, they put a copyright on the Barbie.
Did you see how much Rising gets away with? I mean, come on. I don't think they even have copyright down there.
Right, Rice's copyright is loose and quick.
Just like he likes it.
No, I thought that was a fun little video he did, and it's a fun little story. Even though it's all
Oh,
story.
it's all true.
That's all true.
It's
It's
based
all
on a true story.
It's
yes,
based on a true story. It's
yeah.
the Snyder cut, guys. You didn't know?
It's all true. It's
Exactly.
all. I was there. It happened.
Yeah, check the credits. I was there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh, are you guys? Is there any people that you watch live? I'm having a hard time finding enough live shows during the day sometimes to keep keep YouTube going.
Well, there's Steven Crowder in the morning, and there's
Yeah.
Tim Pool at night.
Are you guys a big fan of Steven Crowder and Tim Pool? Tim Pool.
And, they have a lot of funny jokes.
And besides, the guests are better than the host.
Hmm. I wasn't a big fan of Crowder, and then Tim Pool. I watched some of his content. I didn't subscribe yet.
I prefer the IRL cast because he has guests.
Hmm.
Because he's always a doomsayer, in his segments, so I get tired of Tim on that point. Steven Crowder, you know, jump in when you feel like it, jump out when you don't.
When they get into a jokey mood, it's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see that.
It's 100% brilliant comedy.
Which means it's far between like a voyage between land. Far off in between.
I wasn't a big fan of his edgy skits. Like everything he does is on the edge of like offending somebody. It's hilarious. That point right there is hilarious. But the point that he goes out that way is
He does
interesting.
it he does it for a purpose because one, as a comedian, that you are supposed to push the boundaries at points that to show universal truth, and because it's funny. But he's also doing it because he's pushing the limits of what YouTube and other social medias and thought police are doing, saying, you can't have it both ways. Either you allow me to offend, or you say I have no ability for speech, freedom of speech, kind of deal. And that's kind of what it is. The freedom of speech is the freedom to offend you. You may not like what I'm saying, but that's my prerogative. Now, your choice is either to continue listening or to walk away or to retort back with a debate and say, no, I don't believe you're right.
Oh
And
my
that's
God, Dinale,
what?
story. Fully vaccinated NBA LeBron James test positive for COVID.
Yes.
Wow.
I guess Omicron got him. Come on,
Dude,
Autobots. We must defeat Omicron. He's trying to attack Earth. He's coming from Africa. Roll out.
So right now I got 42 layers into this concept, and I haven't even started doing the actual work on it.
what?
I've done 42 layers and 3.5 hours of work just to create the concept, and now I start the actual work on producing this page.
Dude, George, according to NASA, that was done like 2 days ago. And NASA Norwal, dude, that would have been done. Yeah, with a sketch.
No, it's all kinetic. It's all fan moves. Quick liquid.
No, dude, it's amazing. I'm personally, I hate giving you these damn ego points, George, but you really produce a lot of products. It's insane. It's insane. Well, you make me feel like a lazy pile of shit, George. You appreciate that?
He
Well,
does.
I,
He
I thought
does.
I thought you knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I know I'm a lazy pile of shit, but every time I get in the show, you just rub it in my face.
What do you think he was doing the whole time?
Rubbing it in my face.
Exactly.
Yes, dude, you're evil.
You just walked into it like his dad joke earlier.
I'm unsubbing and never coming back. This dog has learned its lesson. Stop rubbing his shit in my face.
Thank you. Come again.
Thank you. Come again.
This is why no one likes you, George.
Are you sure?
No, I'm still learning. I'll be back.
The Padawan always comes back.
Oh, jeez.
It's gonna be interesting.
So, okay, you have 42 layers. It seems like at the end you'll probably be about 128 layers, George.
I don't know what the final count will be for when I finally.
Okay.
One layer. True story. He had over 365, and I asked him why. Because then I can make a video each day, showing one layer at a time.
Oh yeah, that was.
Well, wait.
funny.
Hey George, can you show us layer 1?
This is layer 1.
That's layer 1 right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the sketch. The background. The
That ain't
background.
layer 1, bro. That's too clean.
That's a sketch right there.
That's not a sketch.
That's a sketch.
That's
Layer
not a
1.
sketch, George.
That's the sketch. That's layer 1.
Keep going back. There's
Layer-
gotta be more.
Layer 2, 3,
Wait, what?
4, 5.
What's this? What's this lighting for? Oh,
6 to 15. This is like another 20 layers.
that's kind of cool. You can do that. Do that the whole Copic blending with layers.
Here's the. Let's see. Ink, 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 inks. Oh no, sketch. That's a sketch. That's the concept.
Maria, you're still with us? Keep it classy.
More layers. More layers.
I hate to say it, George. Her boobs are too nice.
They defy gravity. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, you can tell like she's in space floating. There's no sag in there.
Well, yeah, she is. She's under the water.
Wait, she's in water. She's not in space.
Yes. Well, I'm not saying.
It was hard to tell. I couldn't tell if she was in space or
That's
water.
because I
Okay.
haven't finished drawing it. Gosh.
Yeah, is
He-
that was
he
water
hasn't-
layer 92?
He hasn't added the ray tracing on this.
Yeah.
See, look, there's sketch. Sketch. These are all sketch.
That's kind of cool because it actually looks like a pencil.
It is a pencil.
No, you did that all digital, George, right?
Yes, I did.
So how did you do a digital pencil? I don't get how that works.
Because his board was flat and he was drawing when you were talking.
Well, it's not an actual pencil. To me, if you say it's a pencil, there's lead involved and paper.
Oh wait!
And-
Look at my face. Look at my face. See this? There it is.
That's not a pencil, George.
What do you call it?
That's a what is it? A digital something? Is it a mouse? Isn't that called a mouse?
Jeez.
Because it has buttons on it, right? Like actually has mouse buttons on that one.
You know where I got this
Mouse.
pencil?
On eBay or Amazon.
Yeah, you know where I was going. Yeah, you caught on where I was going.
Did you have to use that $1 million website to click on the link to get your mouse? Jesus, George. Ooh. George, it's time for a dad joke if you can come up with one. It's been a while. It's been about 2 hours.
Oh, jeez. Okay, give me a topic.
I did.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise? How do you? Mayonnaise?
You said a topic, so mayonnaise.
Well, how about we say 3 words? It gives George a chance. We got I got mayonnaise,
no,
chocolate,
mayonnaise.
and oranges.
Mayonnaise, no problem.
Oh,
Okay, all right. My horse's name is called Mayo. Mayonnaise. You know, horse nays. What? It doesn't.
I want to laugh, George, but I feel like if I laugh, I'm going to be an idiot. It's going to make me more stupid if I laughed. So I'm really holding back.
I don't think you're holding back at all. You're already laughing.
It was that bad.
Okay, here's another mayonnaise joke. What do ducks make on Cinco de Mayo?
Mayonnaise.
Guacamole.
Guacamole.
What's that to do with mayonnaise?
I know.
Guacamole. Avocado and mayonnaise. Gosh.
You
make
Canadians should not mix those two.
Yeah, you make guacamole with mayonnaise.
Well, actually, have you seen George's
Okay. Listen. Somebody
food
threw a,
channel?
somebody threw a jar of mayonnaise at me, and I said to him, "What the hellman did I do?" Hellman mayonnaise.
Oh, I was gonna say, is that a
You,
Canadian brand
you,
of mayonnaise?
George, you gotta craft that better.
You should have just ended
Hey,
with the hay joke, dude. That killed it for me.
it's not my fault, you know. You chose the subject. I'm trying
No,
to
that
come up with stuff.
you didn't even get it. You gotta craft it better.
I know. I got
I
the
get it
joke.
now. Damn you. Uh, uh.
Tuna, a priest, and a tire iron, and go. Make a joke of that. Well,
Yes, it's always George.
Okay, priest joke. Okay, let's do a priest
well,
joke.
he no said a tuna, a priest, and a tire iron.
That's the joke. Tuna, a priest, and a tire iron.
Okay. A tuna, a priest, and a tire iron. I walk into a bar.
Uh-huh.
The bartender says to the tuna, "We don't serve food here."
I was hoping there was more, George. But I think that's the joke, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was it. I was thinking like something about a dude gets a flat tire. He goes for his tire iron but finds a tuna instead. I don't know. I don't know.
How do you make an aquarium sound better?
How, George?
You
How?
you, you tuna fish.
You tuna fish. Okay.
Yep. That was good. All right. All right. I'll give
How
you
do you,
that one.
how do you tuna a fish?
Was it aquarium? I don't know, George.
No, you raise or lower the scales.
Oh, that actually made sense. Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, you lined you up.
It's not my fault. You picked the subject.
That was Maria who picked the subject.
Okay, it's all her fault.
Plus, a tuna, a priest, and an iron, tire, and go.
All right, let's do
So,
it. Let's do a tire iron. What's a tire iron? What's
So when you
usually
get a flat tire, George, you get these things and you got it in your toolbox, and you got it's this metal looking wrench thing. You take off the lugs on your tire. It's made of iron.
okay?
so
Yeah.
okay. Here's a good one. Um, what do you call an iron that came from Jim?
What?
A tire iron.
Okay.
He tried, George,
No, that's good.
but you don't have to kill him like that. That was rude.
A tired iron. No, that's good. Okay. What about this? The objective for metal is metallic, but not so much for iron, which is ironic.
A little
Too
bit
much.
high. A little bit
Too,
too much nerdiness.
too much science.
Yeah, I have to get a science book out and a dictionary. Yeah. Start again.
Yeah.
These are feeble-minded. Okay.
You
Okay,
need
Iron Man will never get along with Aquaman. You know why? Because he has rust issues.
rust issues.
Now you could do something with that. Iron Man being tired, and he would be a tired iron kind of thing. Iron tired. I don't know. Tire. I can't even say the word anymore. Tire iron. What's the name of the tool? A tire iron. Who invented that combination?
Well, remember it was a tire, and then they had to use in the old days an iron.
That doesn't make sense because I think of irons as like things that for clothes.
Yeah, well, do you know automobile is the word auto and then mobile together means self moving
Yeah,
carriage? Yeah,
automatic movement.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but what are you
Uh,
doing with an iron and tire?
well, they needed a piece of metal, a long bar of metal to help. Uh,
Crank it up.
okay,
Oh,
okay. Listen. A priest asks an atheist, "What if God is real?" The atheist says, "He will forgive me." The priest says, "Why?" Because the atheist says, "It's his fault. I'm an atheist." What? Too cerebral? Fuck, man. Jesus Christ.
No. That's too cerebral. Only that I thought you were gonna go another direction.
yeah, it got me off guard.
I thought you were gonna say, um, they're gonna forgive me. Why? Because she said so.
All right. Listen. I'm gonna educate you guys, okay, in terms of making jokes, okay. And here's a surefire joke that you can win over anybody this coming winter.
You already been winning over BA this whole time.
Okay, but just listen. Here,
Okay.
here's a joke
Okay.
that you can win over anybody during winter. Okay.
Sure.
Now, if the conversation during winter comes up and says, there's snowfall coming down, all that stuff, you say,
Hmm.
really, how much? And they look out and say, oh, probably an inch full of snow, an inch of snow, right?
Hmm.
And once they give you a measurement of snow, then you say, isn't that what your wife nicknames your penis?
wait. That's that's the secret of the joke, George.
Yeah,
That's the secret of telling a joke.
you maneuver people into the punchline.
Oh, oh, I thought it was just every joke you should
It's a
include a small
penis joke.
penis. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I thought George was explaining how jokes work and not a joke. I got confused.
Well,
It's easy. You lead them to the punchline,
yeah.
which is all joke ends with a small penis.
Jokes end with a small. Okay. I've learned. I'll try to take that on the road with me.
I mean, look at Dave Chappelle.
And
He
in
jumps
clubs.
up. Yeah, he jumps all around and he screams a lot and he makes a profound statement and it ends up with a small penis.
Ricey's kind of funny. He always has those jokes. I'm gonna, I'm gonna jizz in your eye. It's like, what are you talking about, Ricey?
Non secular.
Uh, uh,
What
okay.
what's there to jizz about?
Oh my gosh. Oh, dang it! I lost track. I was thinking about something before George had his joke.
Okay, well, I just given you a blueprint on how to tell a great joke every time, the subject of how much snow comes, falls on the ground.
Yes. Small penises and snow. I got it. I got it. How does
Oh,
the joke go again?
well, don't be a George and show your penis after taking a cold shower because it'll be like Gamera, always flopping around.
George, what are you doing?
Inking.
So wait, you went back to layer one,
Yeah.
and now you're inking it?
Yes.
The background. He inked layer 42, which is the chick.
Are you gonna ink everything behind the chick, even though she's covering it?
That's right.
Yes,
Wow. Wow.
because
What are the?
you know
Uh,
what it's going to happen. He's going to reuse that same asset at a different angle.
and
George, no, he won't. He's gonna
yes, it
make
will.
a brand new asset.
But you know what? Neil Adams, when he does professional work, he asks the question, um, do you want me ink behind the word balloons? because if you want me to do illustration behind the word balloons, then it's going to cost you extra. So imagine there's a page, and you hired Neil Adams to do a page for you, and there's blank areas where the word balloons would fall. And if you say, "Can you please fill in those blank areas?" Neil Adams will say, "Okay, you have to pay me extra for that additional art."
That's yeah. That's why I was like, huh. That's interesting. It's interesting. Huh.
That's a professional. He only he only lays down the ink, or he only lays down the work
But I
that
guess
that's needed. Not He doesn't do any more than is needed, unless there's an agreement that he will get paid for that extra work.
yeah. That's why. That's one of the other quotes I've heard is if you're good at something, always get paid for doing it.
which is always a rookie mistake.
Yeah, doing things for free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I see a lot. A
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Rookie mistake.
So, huh. Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh shoot! All right, gents, I do have to leave because I got work.
Yeah, I tried
Sure.
pushing you guys for a couple more hours. I want to see what I can do with you.
Yeah, yeah. You pushed us for another 41 minutes.
I know. Thank you. Thanks for chatting with me. I appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, fine, go, both of you go. I'll
All
take
Oh,
right.
you're
this
kicking
one.
me out, George? All right.
No,
Later.
no.
Yeah. George is kicking us both out. Yeah, it's a good time.
He thought George, you assume that we're all leaving. He'll stay there with you and go for the 8 hour stream because that's all what YouTube will allow.
Yeah. Yeah. No, George, he's done. I can tell. Look at his
Yeah.
drawing. It's getting worse. Getting sloppy. Getting
Nah,
lazy.
nah.
He's getting tired.
But yeah, look at the lines; they're not even straight.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm,
yeah.
so,
you,
I'm
look, you
supposed to be
squiggled.
drawing a duck right now.
Wait, what are those freaking marshmallows?
You squiggled.
So this is supposed to be a duck.
It's a duck. Duck, go.
Well, the only part that looks like that on a duck, George, you shouldn't be drawing.
It's It is what it is. All right. Peace.
All right,
Later,
see ya.
man.
Take care.
Later. All right, George. I don't know. I didn't think you were actually going to stay on. I thought this was a good time for everybody to head out.
Well, we still have 10 people watching the show.
Yep. Dang.
I don't know if the audience can dip below, say 5, then I'll end the show. Can everybody leave? Can everybody just leave?
Yes, you can go to bed. Everybody can go to bed. You can finally just do your thing. Plug your you plug yourself back in. Get ready for the Matrix tomorrow. Hey George, would you do that?
What's
If
that?
you had a choice, the whole Matrix choice, red pill, blue pill, would you stay or would you go, George?
Oh, I'd take the red pill.
Really? That life looks pretty shitty. If you're not Neo, life looks pretty shitty.
No. Actually, it's pretty good. You know why? Because everybody's going to be focused on Neo. They're going to be fighting Neo, and you just sit back and relax and go to your favorite ice cream parlor and enjoy a nice Sunday while everyone else is fighting out there.
You forget, George. You get rid of ice cream if you take the red pill. Remember, you get goop. Remember, you get that stuff that's gray that comes in these little containers with
You
no
can still,
flavor.
there's still salt.
You gotta bring your ice cream. If you're gonna go to the Matrix, remember to bring ice cream.
The human body still has salt, and the next guy in the pod next to you has plenty of salt.
You need more than salt for ice cream, George. I'm not gonna go there. How are you gonna make your ice cream now? He's like, George, I'm gonna make my ice cream in the Matrix. Okay, asshole. No, I remember a comedian bringing that up. He's all, dude, okay, if you had to bring 3 things with you, if you had to go to the Matrix, what would it be? He's all, I'll bring my toothbrush, a bottle of water. I don't remember the other thing was, but he's like, what, bro? He's like, yeah, man. I could be the guy without water in the Matrix. Everyone else is like, well, I'll probably end up bringing like my dog, like all these other things. Like, yeah, I'll bring a toothbrush and water, bro. Comedians are just funny. Like, I don't know if you ever follow Theo Vaughn. He's one of those comedians right now in LA. And the stuff like he tracks on, and the way his brain tracks is just he knows how to set people up for not being ready for what he has to say. Kind of like you, George. You're good at that comedy of like being able to set up a room and direct them this one direction, and then to say something where people are like, "Well, were we supposed to jump off the cliff right now?"
Well, here's another way to, you're talking to a group of people, and if you move the conversation towards exercising and all that stuff, you listen to them have a conversation about exercising, and then you turn to the one guy that says, well, I've been exercising a lot since the shutdown and all that stuff, and you say to him, you go, I don't believe it. I don't believe you exercised. You know why? He goes, why? Because the only exercise is diddly squats.
I see how that worked. All right, I see how that worked. Diddly squats. All right. The joke was part of this. All right. Jeez, George, you're just following the formula.
Well, the formula is to maneuver people to the punchline that you've come up with.
Is that the? Where'd you get that from? Norm Macdonald?
No, diddly squats. No, I made that up.
Didn't he pass away?
Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting. No more of his comedies and no more of his fresh comedies and be available. Was he a big in your he wasn't big when I was growing up on TV, Norm Macdonald, and he kind of just I only saw bits and pieces of his comedy. I'm pretty sure he was pretty big in the 80s and 90s, or at least the 90s.
Yeah, he was big on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, that's why I've grasped from what I see on YouTube and stuff. Were you a big fan of Norm Macdonald?
Oh yeah.
Well, are you a fan of Dave Chappelle and his comedy?
Sure, absolutely.
Nice. He's got such a different way of talking to the audience than what I see. What most comedians approach an audience. It's so interesting.
All right, now it's getting late.
Yes. Is that it, George?
And that's it.
You done with your duck?
You're gonna experience us wiggling out of here. Ready?
Okay. Yes.
Thank you everybody for joining this stream. Thank you Orville Nation. Thank you Maria. Thanks you James Hayes. Thank you Drake. What else? Scroll up. Thank you Hargrave. Scroll up. Thank you Sherry.
George, you were in the chat.
Thank you Robert. Let's see. Thank you Gap Stargate. Who else? I think that's it. And thank you everybody who is going to be listening and hasn't commented. And thank you everybody who's going to be watching on the replay. And we're going to wiggle us out.
Just wiggle a bit. I said a wiggle it a little bit. All you got to do is just wiggle a bit. All you got to do is just wiggle a bit. I said a wiggle it a little bit.